Alright. Mic audio is actually working this time. Always good. Always good. Capture is working perfectly. Always good. Always good. We'll take our deep breath. And then I think we just begin. Yeah. Oop. Just get everything ready. Just getting everything ready. Wait for the camera to unblur. Alright. Hey everyone. Welcome back to more Innistrad Midnight Hunts. Hey everyone. Welcome back to more Innistrad Midnight Hunt Premier Drafting. Last time, we had a deck with 4 of this... I can't think of the spirit's name, but it was... We had 6 of a spirit that was like a 2-drop that made it... that became stronger as you discard more spirits. So, that was pretty cool. We got 6 wins, despite my lack of knowledge in the format. Definitely feels like my lack of knowledge cost me several games, because I just, like, didn't prepare for a few things that I should have been able to prepare for. But that's what all this learning is for. I did notice that looting effects, where you discard and then draw cards, is actually stronger in this format than in previous formats, because there's cards that are good while in the graveyard. And that's not something I'm used to. So, that means that 3 mana... There's a 3 mana card that you It's basically a Tormenting Voice, but instead of being 2 mana, it's 3 mana and then flashes back for 4. That card is probably going to be better than I expect because of the fact that there's so many graveyard synergy stuff. So, gotta keep that in mind. In addition, I've been warned about not doing red, but I always do whatever colors appear to me. I'm really not going to be avoiding the color when I just started this draft. I've only seen blue-white so far. Blue-white seems good. We got 6 wins with it. And we could have got 7 if I had more preparation. There was definitely places where I could have played around combat tricks and I didn't. There were places where... There were just places where I could have, like, recognized this was my win condition and actually went for a turn or 2 earlier. And would have made a difference. Oh, a lot of Tamiyo's in this one. And we start with Ren and 7. I don't think I need to explain. So, 5 mana, 5/5. 5 mana, 5 loyalty. Let's just put it this way. Use its -3. 5 mana, you create a green treefolk creature with reach and a 5/5. It gets bigger as you get lands. It also has +1 to get yourself a bunch of lands. It's a +0 to put the lands in the graveyard. And I'm not even worried about the -8. It gets a 3/3 green treefolk. It might give me some lands, and it might give another treefolk before it dies. Other than that, we have some good uncommon red cards. So that is worth noting if those somehow make it back. Gavany Silversmith, no way that makes it back. Novice Cultist, maybe. Yeah. There are... Other than this, the cards are all uncommon, which means that I'm going to be giving off quite a bit of red, because Faneblade Brigand, I mean, it's a combat trick within itself, and then it becomes a bigger creature. And Purifying Dragon is a dragon. So these 2 cards are insane. This card is for a specific deck. Most people won't find it. Harvest Blade Sentry, I'd be happy to get it. I'm not going to get it. And yeah, there's not really too many good cards, so I'm not worried about that. Alright. Not much green. So Rite of Oblivion and Can't Stay Away are both fantastic cards if you're specifically black-white. Really hard to be black-white, though. Stormkirk Bloodthief. At the beginning of your end step, if opponent lost life this turn, put +1/+1 counter. So this is a card where, if you could get it to work, this card will win games. I'm going to speculate into this, because it's less speculative than specifically Orzhov. Because it's green, I might actually be able to do Abzan, which is black, white, and green. Green has themes for color fixing, so I might be able to do that. We'll see if Can't Stay Away and Rite of Oblivion make it all the way back. If they both make it back, I'm taking it. I'm going to try to be black-white if that occurs. Otherwise, we have another Novice Cultist that might make it through. This card wants to be much more aggressive, so I'm not sure we'll be able to pull that off. Pestilent Wolf would be great, but I'm going to speculate for the Stormkirk Bloodthief. Alright. Malevolent Hermit, Vivisection. Just gotta check if there's any card that's, like, exceptional right now. This might be it. Olivia's Midnight Ambush is a kill spell, and it's a turn 2 play. But if it turns into night, it is a flat kill. Otherwise, it kills most threats. Other than that, Harvest-Tide Sentry, since we kind of want to go green. But right now, black is open. I see no reason not to go black. Malevolent Hermit's fine, but it's not what I'm going for. Vivisection, I need more sacrificial fodder for that. You know, stuff like things of that nature. If I end up going white, Clarion Cathars, Candlegrove Witch, and Single Barrage are all fine. Shady Traveler's fine if I want to get aggressive with Stormkirk. This is great if I want to get aggressive or controlling because it takes out a threat. So, we're going to go with the removal. And we'll move from there. Curse of Shaken Faith, not really where I'm going. Blood Pact is just card draw. Olivia's Midnight Ambush, no way out. Target opponent, alright. So it's just either another Midnight Ambush or a Blood Pact. Burden Miter, so you might think, oh, it's just a 3-mana 1/4. Why would I even consider this compared to a removal? It has Reach, and Reach is very important for this draft. That being said, it's possible that this card can rotate back. They might want Have a Hunt, they might want Join the Dance. Blood Pact and Olivia's Midnight Ambush are two very good cards. I don't think one of these is disappearing. It's just a question of, do I want to take the Blood Pact, draw cards, or do I want to take the Midnight Ambush and wipe another creature? Definitely not doing that. I'll grab the Midnight Ambush, just removal is always safe. Alright. Do I want to commit to green-black? I have some good cards. This one might not make it. This one definitely wants to make it. So I might just go with Diagraph Rebirth. Returning a creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. I could end up grabbing the Morkut Behemoth, just a big old menacing creature. Necrosynthesis. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this. And then it replaces itself when it dies. I could just go Organ Hoarder, say, keep myself open. Or I could take Diagraph and basically say, hey, this is my colors, get out. I'm gonna be a little foolish. This is the first pack, you should probably go with the blue, but that basically tells everyone else, hey, go blue, I'm not touching it. Alright. Blood Tithe Collector. Another Vampire Noble. Ecstatic Awakener is great if I have sacrifice outlets with it. Might have the Old Ways is a nice little combat trick. I'm going to grab the Aesthetic Awakener for now. Bloodchief Corrector is more the top end for an aggressive deck. I'm not sure we're aggressive. Aesthetic Awakener is always great because it can draw a card off of it. There are enough Decay and Zombie triggers. Blood Tithe Collector would be nice. Been seeing a lot of good white cards, so maybe white is a color I can keep open. Hound Trainer, 8. That's just 3-mana 3/3, already good. Yeah, we don't have enough sacrifice outlet. We have one sacrifice outlet. We have no decay tokens right now. So we're going to go with Hound Tamer. Just a nice little 3-drop. And yeah, starts the Daybound Nightbound for Olivia. Pestilent Wolf would be nice, but we already gain what we're getting. Blade Brand will be nice later. Yeah. It looks like my colors might not be the most open, but they're open enough. Black definitely seems way more open than I expected. Do I want another Diagraph Rebirth? I think I want the Morkut Behemoth at this point. I'm going to get another Diagraph Rebirth if it's available. I might not get a big body to actually play with it. And a 5-mana 7/6 Menace is a great big body. So, let's grab the Morkut Behemoth, even though the Diagraph is a stronger card. Alright, we're back to my old pack. Shady Traveler made it around, as well as Harvest-Tide Sentry. I'm actually going to grab the 2-drop, because it allows me to move into Stormkirk Blood Thief more easily. 2/3 Menace into 4/4 Menace is pretty nice, but I actually want the 2-drop right now. We are seeming to get enough 3-drops at the moment, so I'll keep it low. Alright, Novice Cultist, another... This is actually a sacrifice outlet. I might grab Pestilent Wolf just to synergize with Stormkirk Blood Thief. We have 2 ambushes. For card advantage, we have Diagraph Rebirth. Novice Occultist is a sacrifice fodder. That's the tough part. This is actually a tough pick. Well, alright. Another Morkut Behemoth. I think we're going to grab the other Harvest-Tide Sentry this time. Alright. Bird Admirer or Blood... They both made it around. Okay, my color combination is open. It's a question of how open I want it to be. Alright, Bird Admirer it is. Reach is very valuable. I would love a Blood Pact, but that reach is very valuable. Alright, we're going to try Necrosynthesis. Here's the thing. When it dies, you look at the top X cards of your library, so it basically cycles itself. It's not a bad pump. Might have the old ways I'm perfectly happy rotating into. Okay, yeah, we're black-green, and we are happy. Outland Liberator probably won't rotate, but we'll have a Harvesthide Sentry or a Shadow Beast sighting, so we'll be perfectly fine, as well as Diregraph Ward could give me all the sacrifice outlets I need. But this card just... It makes infinite sacrifice outlets if it stays around. If I could go Static Awakener into Jadar, then I could literally... It literally makes the undead, so I could sacrifice the Static Awakener and then make a new one for, like, another creature. So, yeah. Easy. Easy black-red. Convert Cut Purse. Kill spell, basically, that then becomes a Fly Death Touch later on. Yep. The Eaten Alive becomes a lot more powerful, but I'm going to go with the Covert Cut Purse first, because it's just... Like, I could attack in, I could attack in with a Novice Cultist, they could kill it just again, I'm looking for a card draw, and then I actually kill them in return. So, that's great. Also worth noting, Stormcourt Blood Thief, while it might not make this deck, it is a vampire itself, so it can pump itself, which is always very valuable to know. Someone's going to get Rem Carlos, and that's going to be great for them, but we are not those colors. Red-White is basically signaled on, as well as the Organ Harvesters. It looks like the other three colors are being signaled for my opponent's end. Can Unnatural Growth work in Limited? Because if it can... At the beginning of each combat, so it's even on the enemy's turns. I'm going to try it. I am going to try it. Not sure if I could get the colors, but Vampire Interloper would be fine with the Blood Thieves. We actually could just get another Blood Thief, but I'm going to go with the Unnatural Growth. I'm going to be ambitious. Ooh, another Outland Liberator. Perfectly fine. Destroys an artifact or enchantment. Could possibly do more. 2/2 bear. And then has upside because of Nightbound. And its synergy. Have a Shady Traveler later if I need it. Yeah. Alright, we have enough 2-drops. I think we have enough 2-drops, but it looks like we're going to be picking another 2-drop. Just to confirm. Alright. I think I picked mine of the old ways, because at least it could draw a card with that. Might not make it to the deck, but... Oh, well. But yeah, black-green is more than open. Kessig Naturalist, try to pull it in. Path to the Festival, be ready to splash it a third color. Also allows for the Unnatural Growth to be easier. Tap it with the window. Put a creature into my hand. I don't want to risk tapping the window. I'm going to take the Path to the Festival because I have 2 green bombs that really want me to get more green. Kessig Naturalist would be great, but I'd rather take the Path to the Festival first. And if that makes it all the way around, you know. Alright. Blood Pact. Get myself some card draw, get myself some late game. Vampire Interloper is great, but I already have 2 Harvesthide Sentries, I already got a Novice Cultist. Like, I've got enough 2-drops as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell. Duel for Dominance, great. Kill Spell. Kill Spell. Gives me a +1/+1 counter as well. Fantastic card. Fantastic card. Whenever another creature dies, even if it kills my opponent's creatures, that's good to know. That's good to know. Alright. I think at this point I need the Shadow Beast sighting just to fill up my curve. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 2-drops, but a lot of them are, if you count proactive 2-drops. If you count reactive 2-drops, we have much more than 5 2-drops. Oof. Oh well. Alright. Well, white is open. Not sure. I'm going to just put this in the sideboard, but yeah, looked like white was open. Vampire Interloper or another Morkut Behemoth? I'll pick the Behemoth, just in case I need more top end. Another Path through the Festival, again, so I could possibly splash in colors if I need to. if I find like a bomb that's red-green or something like that. Rise of the Ants as my top end. That sounds fantastic. This pack doesn't have much for you. I'll probably get the Vampire Interloper back, but the Shadow Beast Sighted is also great. Rise of the Ants is just the late-game finisher that I needed. So many good cards. Champion of the Perished. Vengeful Strangler. I like the Vengeful Strangler a little better because the Strangler basically acts as a kill spell. So yeah, at the beginning of my upkeep, the child permanent's controller sacrifices a non-land permanent, then that player loses 1 life, so I just put it on one of their creatures. They sacrifice it, they lose a life, immediately triggers Stormkirk Blood Thief. And it's like hard to block because you know that's going to happen. So I could swing in with this and not really have to worry. Alright. I like that for my 2-drop. Bounding Wolf is not even bad. Could consider it as a 3-drop, but I think I'm happy where I am at. Silver Bolt is also much better than you'd expect, so... Alright. Burly Breaker as another top end. We'll take it. I'm definitely going to have to like deal with my cards situation, have too many good cards. I'm actually going to pick the Pestilent Wolf to guarantee I have enough early game. I'm not certain. I think I have enough early game, but I need to guarantee it. So I'm going to pick that. Maybe end up pulling out what's it called? The Novice Cultist, maybe the Necrosynthesis, something of that nature. But yeah, need to make sure I actually have enough early game. Then we'll start getting the heavy stuff. Blade Brand would be nice to have it as an option. Grizzly Ghoul, 4 mana, 4/3 Trampler. That's all I needed to hear. Eaten Alive is pretty nice, but this is... Yeah, we'll get another Eaten Alive. We already have 3 kill spells. Not picking the Eaten Alives might be the mistake that's going to cost me. These green cards are all good, too. But I'm going to start where I know. Need more 4-drops, so Shadow Beast Sighted is a great 4-drop. Hey, Vexillian. How's it going? Alright, Eccentric Farmer could get me more lands. Darnheart Rejuvenator might just be the... So it's... I think I'm going to go Burdenmire because I actually need the reach. I think that's my solution because I don't... My 2 Burdenmires are my 2 solutions to flyers. I guess the duels for dominance, but we definitely have a lot to work on. So our deck, we started out by drafting a Ren and 7, so the rest of the deck has been figuring out what to do with it. So we have a pretty darn good deck, so we're doing good as well. But it's just like one of the feats of, you can see there's 31 cards in here, and there's even more playables in the sideboard, so we're really going to have to figure out what we're doing with this. Alright. Raw and Reunion if I need more sacrifice outlets. Bounding Wolf or Silver Bolt. I might just pick the Silver Bolt, honestly. Debating a pair of decks, but I don't even have the cards anyway, so I'm not even sure if they'll be good. I'll pick the Bounding Wolf because it is a flash creature. We do have some werewolf synergy. Howl of the Hunt, possibly. Blade Brand, possibly. Timberland Guide or Snarling Wolf. Alright. Auto Picker says Snarling. I'm happy. Alright. Well, we have... It looks like 10 cards to remove from this draft deck. We have work to do, everyone. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, so I can show you after this. I have, like, 12 decks I want to try to build. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are bad, but I want to build them. Alright. Get rid of the stuff that isn't obviously wanted. I'm definitely dropping out at least one of the old ways. Drop out the Novice Cultist. I already have 2 Burnemires. I don't need the Bounding Wolf. Stormcooked Blood Thief expects too much aggro. I do not have it. 2 drops are still overdone. I'm going to split up the 2 drops a little bit before I just like start ripping out these cards. because I might want to rip out the Morkut Behemoth, because we did get a Burly Breaker to compete, and we have Diagraph Rebirth, so the top end is good, though, for the Diagraph. But let's just... Alright, not a creature. Come on. Slide right there. Not a creature. Not a creature. Not a creature. Not a creature. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Can I go to 6 lands? Or 16 lands? I think the answer is no. Do I remove the natural growth? I don't think so. I wish Historic Brawl was 40 life so we had time to do some of these combos. Yeah. The midweek madness isn't always perfect. That's definitely a theme, but... Oh well. I'm assuming your complaint is that there's some aggro deck just completely wrecking that. Sorry to hear that if that's the case. I might have to get rid of the natural growth. It's a fun card, but it is not a creature itself. I already have big enough creatures. So as much as a natural growth is cool, I think we actually have to cut it. I'll also cut the Ecstatic Awakener. I think we do cut the Necrosynthesis. We still have 2 cuts to go. Let's see. Average mana cost is 3.2. We have good flashback. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flashback cards, so we have top end. So I think I'm good with getting the more cuts. Yes, the Diagraph Rebirth is going to be bringing back the Burly Breaker and possibly the Grizzly Ghoul, and that's it. I think that's okay. If Diagraph Rebirth brings back a Bird Admirer when I need it, I'm happy, honestly. More along the lines I'm used to Commander 4-player, where getting 8 lands is common and easy. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, definitely, the meta is much faster than that. Much faster than that, at least. 2, 3, 4, 5. These are some hard cuts. I honestly think I just lose the Harvest High Sentry because I might not get Coven often enough. Tough deck. Tough deck. We're gonna see if it pans out. We definitely... And the thing is, there's like a whole additional deck. There's a Necrosynthesis, there's Bladebrand, Ecstatic Awakener, there's good cards in... Like, there's a unnatural growth. There's good cards out of here. Unfortunate. Also, paper where we have more spell choices. Well, yeah, you're playing Modern, not Historic. You're playing Commander, not Historic. So, right now I'm doing Limited. But yeah, this deck, I'm sure I could rebuild this 6 times and get still good results and still be unsatisfied. I'm certain of it. We're gonna try it as is. This could end up going badly. I have to accept that. Benjihi. Nice to meet you. Alright, we have a Guild Caller into a Hound Tamer. Oh my gosh. That's actually an amazing combat check. So I play Guild Caller. I'm going to attack it with a Decay token, because why not? And I Covetous Cutpurse if they block. Oh man. Let's see how this fares without Sacrifice Outlets. It seems like it's already going to synergize with Covetous Corpse. Alright. Goalless Procession. I'm fine with that. If they kill Jadar, I'm going to slow myself down, grab the Hound Tamer. Goalless Procession works on my creatures. That's not what I expected. Alright. They're not blocking that. 0% chance. Alright. I am happy trading my Hound Tamer for the Stormcook Blood Thief. I'm happy turning it into Knight, and then throwing out Olivia's Midnight Ambush to kill whatever cycling this happens. So the Gallows Procession, I did not realize this card triggers on my creatures as well. That makes this a lot harder. This guy I do want to kill, but it is only a 2/2. It is a card where it snowballs, and currently I have the board presence, which is surprising because I went second. So this person might not be able to support the Stormkirk Blood Thief, and if they can't support the Stormkirk Blood Thief, it's not a threat. I will be blocking with my Hound Tamer. I recognize I could get combat tricked, but 1-for-1, I'm not really concerned about the loss. They just play that to get a 2/2. Makes sense. They might honestly flash it back. Alright. Makes sense. Alright. So it's exiled, so they don't actually get that trigger. So I'm not going to be attacked with a 2/2. Hound Tamers. I could put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So I could just end my turn. Look to put a +1/+1 counter on this. I think it's too early. They have a flashback card. I'd rather develop Bird Admirer. Next turn, I could hold up Olivia's and, like, the effect is much stronger, basically, is all I'm trying to get at. Only works if something dies. Sorry to tell you that. They have one card left in hand and the flashback. Alright. Well, now they don't have enough cards to turn day to night. I think I flipped... No. I'm going to Pestilent Wolf, and I'll... so I can hold up a Death Toucher. And I can always... Olivia still kills Stormkirk as is. Here we are. Oh, and it had 0 power when it died, so Necrosynthesis did nothing. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that combo. And if they play nothing here... I think that's game. I think that is game. They also agreed that was game. Yep. When they played nothing, when the Necrosynthesis did not trigger, like... Note that 2 of the cards that they played there were 2 cards that I had to pull out. So those Decaying Tokens are resources. You need more sacrifice outlets. They did have some sacrifice outlets, but that card is only a sacrifice outlet. That's all it is. It's support and sacrifice. And the support they were not getting, the sacrifice wasn't worthwhile. And like the main use they could have had for that was to make turn night to day, and they did not save it for that, so we got everything we needed to steamroll. We didn't even get to play Ren and 7, which we had just enough mana for, so that would have just like destroyed their morale probably. Alright. So the opponent goes first. Because of that, I'm willing to keep this, because we have a Hound Tamer, Bird Admirer on turn 2. If we draw a swamp within the first 2 draws, we could Midnight Ambush something. We have a Shadow Beast Sign with a 4th land. Like, we have good cards. So next turn I play Swamp. I get hold up Olivia's for one of their threats. That's not a threat I think is worth Olivia. Because Olivia only does it... it does not exile. Is basically the main issue. This needs just a 2/1. That's all it is. If they play nothing here, I'll kill it, but... Yeah. I'd rather kill the flyer. Alright. I think Bird Admirer, because that's a 2/1, might be better than Hound Tamer. Yeah. Much harder to blow out, I believe. Hound Tamer does make them not know that I have flying answers, but I just want to play the Reach while I can. I don't want to run into some sort of buff spell. I have issues. Mask of Gristlebrand. Alright. I could hold up the Duel for Dominance and the Olivia's Midnight Ambush. Yeah, they're going to equip the Mask of Gristlebrand. I think that's the correct play. So, yeah. So I actually have to kill this, unfortunately, because I need to make sure they don't draw any cards with Mask of Gristlebrand. Alright. I could do this, or I could Hound Tamer and ready the Olivias for next turn. If I draw a land, I get to do that. Alright. Did not draw a land. Oh well. So if they Mask of Gristlebrand... Oh, Olivia's actually is going to make it so they draw no cards after they already play the Mask. I like this play, then. Alright. Because Olivia's is going to make it not work out as they hope. I just need one more land for Hound Tamer. So yeah, this needs to fly in Lifelinker. But if they attack in, we swing back, and then when we Midnight Ambush later, they lose the fight. Alright. Figuring it all out. So I do lose some health here, but I'm okay with it. They are constantly spending their mana. I would love to get my kill spells for Gristlebrand. Alright. I'm okay double attacking. If they trade causing 3 creatures to die, I will Grizzly Ghoul and make a monster. Otherwise, I think we just go with another Shadowbeat sighting. They only have 2 cards. They actually need their creature to die. And I'm not letting it die right now. Alright. We got Fading Hope. If they play another card, they could turn Daybound, which is a positive for them. Alright. 6 damage to me. I am winning this race as far as I could tell. Alright. There we go. How's it going, Lambo Droid? We are on the aggressive. And we threaten lethal. Alright, so they had to defenestrate that. It's perfectly fine. We still technically threaten lethal. We're going to wait for them to attack. If they attack with all, Yep. I then use it here to make sure they don't gain any life here. They had a power of negative 10, so they can't really do anything with that. And we have lethal on board. So they have to have a play. Oh, they have a 1/2 flyer. They do have a play. They do have a play. My mistake. Alright, so they locked that one down. So I think I started by attacking with the Shadow Beast sighting, then playing the Grizzly Ghoul. I am running low on health now. This has started to become more of a fight. Diagraph Rebirth would allow me... Yeah, I can't really Blood Pact. I might have to use Blood Pact on them, honestly. My only creature in the grave is Hound Tamer. I think I'm okay playing Grizzly Ghoul, just as Grizzly Ghoul. I might be able to Blood Pact them to make them draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, and lose the game. Alright. 3 damage in the air. It's definitely close. Oh, you finally hit him after evacuation. Okay, well, I'm glad you're finally heading home, man. Alright. I'm going to attack with both. I have no choice, really. Grizzly Ghoul has Trample, which really helps. Alright. If they're double blocking, I'm happy. They have that backwards. They have that backwards. There we go. You want to put the 1-2 in front of the 4-3, because the 4-3 has Trample. And you want to put the 2-1 in front of the 4-4. If you do it like this, you're going to be pretty darn low on health. And then I could Blood Pact you. Yeah, if they block like this... If they block like this, I'm going to let them, if they want to draw cards, to do so. So if they draw 2 cards, pay 2 life. Perfect. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Oh. Made it close. Made it very close. 2-color green black? Yeah, is 2-color green black. The deck has Ren and 7 in it. Like, my first pick was Ren and 7, an insane mythic planeswalker. And then I just kind of found support along the way. Ended up being red-black. Do I have Outland Liberator? This is what I was looking for. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. This is a very important card for, like, that sort of fight. I kept finding Hound Tamer instead, and think it was the Outland Liberator, and be like, oh yeah, I have the removal for their enchantment. And then... didn't turn out that way. I don't think Return to Nature is good enough to just be played as is, but... Also, I might take out the Might of Muramasa for something. Just haven't found the opportunity for Coven to actually appear. And if Coven doesn't appear, Might of Muramasa is a bad Giant Growth. So, considering that. Basically, it's a 2-mana +2/+2, but if you have 3... Effectively, if you have 3 creatures and play it smart, you have... It draws a card as well. And so if it's a +2/+2 draw card, that is an insane combat trick. But it's not always, and I think it's not going to happen often enough for me to be playing that. Opponent goes first. We have a 2-drop into leave my... This is such a stupid hand to be keeping, but we have a 2-drop into a very good 4-drop. And and I was hoping we'd draw 0 more land. I was hoping that we were done with lands. And, like, this is a 2-drop that if I don't play a spell next turn, I am happy. And that's a 5-drop that I'm happy to see. With this curve, Outland Liberator is way better. Or Ren and 7 is great with this many lands. As long as they don't have Duress here, I'm good. They don't have Duress because they're not in those colors. If they want to Gavany Trapper, I'm happy with that. They deal 2. It flips, I deal 3. If you want a Gavany Trapper again, I'm happy. Otherwise, I have a 3/5 stopping you. Alright, it's night. And my night looks stronger. Looks scarier. Alright. If they turn it to day... Alright. No artifacts or enchantments here. I could Olivia's Midnight Hunt, but I think it's just stronger. I want to just develop board presence and make it so they can't... So the reason I'm doing this instead of Olivia's is because this way, they can't really do anything on this board. It's just kind of... no one's moving anywhere. And the next turn I can Ren in 7, -3, and they just really cannot stop it. Alright.
The entire forest is an army.
So yeah, Rise of the Ants, good card, but Red at 7, better card. Got a 5/5 with Reach, and then I still have Ren and 7 around who could make another 5/5 with Reach if they don't get through this board, which have fun getting through this board. If I attack with Beast, it's literally just called Beast. If I attack with Beast, I could possibly get some combat trick maneuvers on them as they block with 2/3/3s. Olivia is one of them. That sort of effect, but yeah, right now they're basically, they want... That's an instant speed spell, sir. You're supposed to use that as a combat trick. I'm happy to punish you for it, but thought you should know. Alright. So either they're killing Ren and 7, or I'm taking a trade like this, and Ren and 7 lives for me to get more tokens and just keep building an impressive board. I lose my Ween Shredder. Alright, I lose my Frenzy Trap Breaker. I think that's okay. Alright. Hey, that's perfectly fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. If they try to attack again, I have Olivia's Midnight Ambush to trick them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, next turn I have 7 for Shadow Beast Sighting, and then I have 8 for Rise of the Ants. So I am winning this long game. So let's make the game long. If they don't kill Ren and 7, I get to minus Ren to make another 6/6. That is, in case you're wondering, it is gain bigger. Alright. Let me draw a few cards real fast.
Harming us will only unleash Inferno.
Alright. Well, they've made sure I can't use Ren, but what I can do is Swamp, so I could Shadow Beast Sighting. Yeah, I'm not playing Ren, it looks like.
Bask in nature's beauty.
Let's just try to slaughter them now. Yep. They get to take out Ren, but they have to spend resources taking out Ren. And I have 11 mana for my Rise of the Ants and Shadow Beast. I have 2 Reachers. And yep, they had to... They did that wrong. They're supposed to use Gavany Trapper. Oh, they're using the Gavany Trapper to tap down to the 11/11. I got it. I got it. Yep, so here's where they use the Gavany Trapper. And we'll I'll still attack for a ton. I'm nearly above Olivia's Midnight Ambush. By the way, can I just state that we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are, I think, 4 lands left in this deck. Something like that. So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 12. 12 out of 7. There's 5 lands left in this entire deck. Alright, well they know what's coming. And I have Might of the Old Ways to actually cause the 3/3 to combat trick if they block with a 4/4. That's okay block for me. That's the block I wanted to see. And I'm gonna just let day become night, or night become day. That way Olivia's, if they don't even have that spell, what am I even doing? But just give myself additional means of lethal. Yep. Ren did good. Ren did good. Glad to know that the bomb that I picked actually was a bomb, you know. But it turns out the 5/5 tree folk that just keeps getting bigger is a bomb. And we got to 3 wins, which is our minimum for considered a victory. Everyone upon this is all bonus jam, delicious food, and great to have, but 3 wins is where you need to go minimum, basically. At the 3rd win, you get 750 gems, and it's just... Alright. I have a Jadar, I then have Burdenmire, and then I get a hold up Olivia's for the next turn, basically. If I draw a swamp, I get a hold up double Olivia's, and that'd be great. Yeah. Don't you worry, I'm not attacking into that. Alright, so here's the thing. If I attack with both, they will play their 3-1, block, or I could just kill it with Olivia's. I don't want that. I would rather just attack with my zombie. And let's admire some birds. Alright. So yeah, we got probably one of our best 2-drops for aggression. And we went first. So if we could draw a land here, we have some amazing stuff in store. And if we don't draw a land here, we're still pretty fine. I see. 3-color deck. Huh. Do I Olivia's or do I think I have veg? I think I want to just attack with this and let the day become night. They seem to be limited on options, so the 3/5 is much more threatening. Of all the MTG mechanics I've seen, which is probably not that many, I think the day-night is my favorite so far. It's a really cool concept of mechanic. The fact that every day-night card like interacts with each other the same way is really like nice flavor-wise. So killed stick figures. They have a lot of creatures in the graveyard. Alright. I'm gonna just attack with the zombie, get the damage in now, I think. I just realized if I wait till I draw a land, I could have played with Grizzly Ghoul. That was a mistake to attack with a decaying zombie. Oh, hey, Somersault Jump! It was a really clever way to make the werewolf mechanic work with cards other than werewolves. I do agree. And then just like, yeah. I really like how the day-night turned out. So right now we are playing a deck with Ren and 7, even though it's in limited, which is insane. Right now we're kind of relying on Olivia's Midnight Ambush to just apply way more damage to our opponent than we should be able to. Rite of Oblivion they can't play because they need to exile a permanent. Alright, they play Stick Figures again, and I'm going to Midnight Ambush it again. And we just keep applying pressure. They're dead in a few turns, unless they find an answer. They haven't had an answer yet, so we're just relying that they still don't find an answer. Vengeful Strangler, I believe it is on my turn that it actually triggers, so that's one issue. And now they have an answer, thanks to Rite of Oblivion plus that little 1/1. And I cannot find a land for the life of me. But that's okay. The moment I find a land, we have Shadow Beast Sighting into Grizzly Ghoul into... We have a Pestilent Wolf this turn if we need it. I'm okay attacking with a Vengeful Strangler. Trading the 1/1, putting a target on the 3/3. Alright, turn to today. Well done on their part. So if I attack, I could put it on there. They have to Rite of Oblivion to slow me down. Not getting... I think I might just Harvesthide Sentry just to get the unblockable clause. Leave the Vengeful Strangler around. They are going to be using Rite of Oblivion next turn is my guess. The Diagraph Rebirth on the Tireless Hauler might end up bad for me. Which, by the way, they brought back old Stick Figures, not Tireless Hauler. I don't understand their decision-making there. Do I want to attack with a Vengeful Strangler is basically my issue. I think the answer is no, because it just dies to the Clarion Cathar. Even though it gets to enchant the Clarion Cathar, it dies to it and just ends up being net even. And this makes it so they actually have to net respond, which is a different thing. And still having 3 lands this entire time is definitely a negative that I've been working with. But I'm surprised I've been able to do as well as I have, given the situation. They have enough to just Diagraph Rebirth at will. Old Stick Figures putting all their creatures in their graveyard effectively will give them... Because, yeah, they can Old Stick Fingers for 7. Turn it into, like, an 8/8. Or they could do that, okay. Have a 7/6. And then they Old Stick Fingers, okay. Power 2 or less. So literally, it's not, nothing even helps there. Yes, I would like to put this on your Morkut Behemoth. Yes, you would like to take damage here. There we are. 7/6 max gets double blocked. Or I could just not block, and yeah, I'm not going to block. I'm going to be the aggressor here. I'm surprised they played Old Stick Fingers without pumping it. They could have made it an 8/8, and if they had more... I guess they have no Disturb cards. That would explain why they're doing it this way. But yeah, they had to Rise of Oblivion the 4/4, which isn't even that bad for me. If they attack, I'm happy. If they don't attack, I Vengeful Strangler. Yep, okay. Do I just attack with all? Let's see if they... So, they only have the cards here. So, Crawl from the Cellar. If they Crawl from the Cellar, they get to make the Zombie Giant bigger, and then I attack with all. And... Yep. I think I just swing with all, yeah. They would need specifically a kill spell that also sacrifices a creature to kill me. And there's just so many bad situations here for them. Alright, they're at 2 health. 2 creatures died, so this comes out as a 6/5, I believe. Yep. So they have to take care of the 6/5. They have to reanimate something. They have to make sure the Vengeful Strangler gets stopped without killing it. Like, they have a lot of things they need to do. I don't see how they do it. They could Rise of Rebirth something, but it's currently the day, so Tireless Hauler doesn't even help. So that last card has to be a solution to this situation. Alright. So if I attack with Vengeful Strangler, they have to block. I get to put it on the Morkut Behemoth, which means that has to die. If I attack with all, everything gets blocked and killed, so that is not a good idea. So I'm just going to attack with a Vengeful Strangler, and nothing more. Force the 1/1 to sacrifice itself. Or they could just block with a Morkut. Yeah, they want to block with a Morkut. That's the correct choice. And then I put it on the Morkut. There we go. Another land gives me Rise of the Ants. And every land after that gives me a play. Yeah, every land, the next 3 lands give me a play, which is pretty awesome. And on my turn, they're going to lose a life through Morkut Behemoth. And even if they swing in with Morkut, they need 2 creatures, or I just swing in with all and win. Yep. Looks completely lost for the opponent. I mean, I think so, but I'm gonna... We're not going to count them out until they do it, because there is... When I was in a situation like this, I then Rite of Blooded someone to cause them to lose the rest of their life. But yeah, if they have like small, tiny creatures like Lunarch Veteran, and they reanimate a good body here, they're actually they're actually still in this game. Yeah. That is not the body you want to reanimate. Sir, this entire time there was a 4-5 in there for you to reanimate. And you never did. Ah, that's why you were doing the Flesh Taker. Gain life and scrying. Alright, well, Grizzly Gal. Alright. So I do have to leave up the 2/1/4s to stop the Morgut Behemoth next turn. But I've definitely attacked with a Grizzly Ghoul. And I see no reason not to attack with a Pestilent Wolf. Let's see. If I attack, they have to block with at least 4 power. If they block with all, they're out of luck. These two turn into 3/5s. I can double block and not kill the Morgut Behemoth if I want to. Let's see. If they block with 2... Okay, hold on. If I attack with all, triple block, they lethal. Oh yeah, they don't get out of this. They don't get out of this. Took me a little while to realize, but they do not get out of this. How's it going, Mindful Line? My headphones just gave out. Rip audio. Yeah, so Grizzly Ghoul having Trample is just so important. That was very necessary for this win to occur. If it didn't have Trample, this would have been a lot harder. But now they have to triple block to stop the Grizzly Ghoul. They still need to block one more creature. Yep. Oof, we were mana ruined that entire game, and we still found a way through. That feels good. That feels really good. We were at 3 lands for the majority of that game. Ugh. Alright. Well, we keep on moving. We keep on moving. Alright. Change the art used to represent your deck by dragging a card. Right. Alright. I'm doing fine. I'm also thinking about making a deck at the moment. Not sure if I should actually craft anything, but I feel like I can never use wildcards anyways. Exactly where I am. So I have... So first of all, let's look at this hand. Jadar, great. Duel for Dominance with all the decay tokens probably works. Shall be sighting another turn, great. We have enough lands. We have Digraph Rebirth later. This is not a perfect hand by any means, but as a 2-drop, it has what could be a turn 3 if I need it, and it has a 4-drop. It has a card that's not bad, yep. And they knocked one down, so if they're slow enough, we actually get the benefit there, so that's good. But yeah, every time there's a new set, I try to make like a dozen new decks, and it was just like, you know, didn't have enough for all of them. So I could Duel for Dominance to kill the Beloved Beggar, but I see no point in it. It's 1/1 with the Decay token, and it just seems needless. I'll attack with both, so that the Beloved Baker has to block. If they use a combat trick, I have 2 different combat tricks to counter them with. So I will attack like so. If they're like, I play the 3/1, you have been fooled, well then I just kill the 3/1. Yep. That's okay. And then Jadar makes a new one. And I have Olivia's. Next turn I have Shadow's Beast Sighting. Unfortunate. Alright, I'm just going to Shadow Beast here. I'm not going to worry about the Morning Patrol just yet. I should have attacked with the 2/2. I get it back. It scares them into thinking there's combat. Actually, no. Not attacking shows them that I don't have combat tricks. So next turn when I have combat tricks, it's scarier. Morgut Behemoth. Alright. So I go Olivia's and still Grizzly Ghoul. Alternatively, I could just Grizzly Ghoul, get myself a 4/5. I'm muting that. I just need to figure out what my turn is, you know? So if I do this, I could still Blood Pact later. Okay. Does mean the Moorcoot Behemoth is much more threatening, but I think this is alright. Play to land this turn. This should be okay. Ooh. Don't think I'm really good at the game. Often I'm happy with just 3 wins. Hey, 3 wins is a great thing to be happy with. That's actually a fantastic thing to be happy with. I really like Istix, the Auric Overlord, and I know several sacrifice effects that could make a fun deck, so I'm trying something around that card. I can actually show you what I kind of had an idea for a black-white sacrifice deck, because I was thinking of adding Exodus myself to it. I just couldn't find a way to do it properly. So, definitely, I could see the Exodus deck seeing some play with just what deep density we have of sacrifice effects, basically. So, definitely could see it. Mardu, yeah, I could definitely, yeah, and adding the 3rd color works. I'm not saying it doesn't work. Don't you worry about that. Alright, the 7/6 attacks in. I'm just going to let it happen. Alright. So I could duel for Dominance and Grizzly Ghoul on the same turn. Okay. So here's a funny trick. I could attack with my zombie. I could duel for Dominance with it, and then Covetous Cutpurse to kill the Moorcoot's Behemoth. Alright. Let's see if this order works as expected. Nope, not as speed as expected. Oh well. Alright, let's take out full control. I have a 5/4. I can use it to block the 7/6 if I need to. So I could, like, block the zombie, then duel for Dominance the 7/6. Alright. So I have 3 different powers. Why didn't my plan work? The decay trigger happened immediately. I thought it was gonna I could deal damage and then use duel for Dominance before it got sacrificed, but it got sacrificed immediately, so it did not. That's why it did not work. All right. Well, we have a Diagraph Rebirth for the Grizzly Ghoul. Actually, they have a Ron Reunion to stop that. That's unfortunate for me. Do I attack with a Jadar and basically say there's a combat... Hey, there's a combat trick. Or, let's see, if I do that, I could might have old ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I'm winning the race. I think I need to just keep racing. So what I'm going to do is this, and then I hit the oops to... I hate to do this, but you have to oops to make them think, you weren't supposed to attack with Jadar. And, like, I don't like doing that, but it's the best way to make them think I don't have a combat trick. Like, honestly, getting blown out is not even bad for them. Alright. Well, I killed their flyer, which feels good for me, even though I lost the creature in it. But here's the thing, they tapped out, and that's very important, because now everything died in there, and I Diagraph Rebirth, bringing back Grizzly Ghoul, and all those creatures died. It's a 7/6. So now they can regain a 4/4 Flying Vigilance. Alright. Death Toucher, that's fine. So they do need to leave 2 mana open to exile my creature as I Diagraph Rebirth it, unless they want to sacrifice to Diagraph Rebirth now. Nah, you want to play that card, sir. Alright. Let's just try to kill him. That looks great and all, but you have to keep remembering. The more creatures that die... Grizzly Ghoul is great, by the way. Oh my gosh. So, there's been a lot of questions while I've been playing this game. I'm going to finish this game, and then I'm going to answer the questions. Well, I'm not sure if they're questions, but a lot of comments. You can't full control to do something in response to decay. Yeah, no, not to decay. After it deals combat damage, it dies. So, let's read the ability so that we can confirm. So, with... Oh, hey, by the way, Platinum. Platinum. So, Decay. A creature with Decay can't block when it attacks, sacrifice it at end of combat. I didn't know if there was a moment during end of combat that happened after the damage was dealt, but before end of combat triggers occur. I thought what would happen is Decayed would be on the stack, and then I could do the Duel for Dominance on the stack above the Decayed, so it duels, and then the Decay triggers. And then I do it. That's what I expected to happen. That is not what happens. Once it deals damage, it dies. So, that is an important distinction to make. I think that is correct wording. I just didn't understand. I didn't understand the precision there. Could be Arena just throwing you the second main phase instead of the end combat step. Yeah, full control would stop if there was actually something I could interact there. Players are supposed to receive priority during the combat damage step. So what happened is the damage was declared, and once damage is declared, all damage is declared at once, and Decayed apparently triggers at some point during the declared damage step. And that's the thing I didn't understand. Because I want to deal damage, and then I want to Duel for Dominance. And that was not what worked out for me. Nonetheless, Grizzly Gal did its job. We keep going. I want to, like... I'm not complaining at all. You guys have to remember, we have 0 losses right now. We are doing fantastic. We got Ren only 1 game, and yet we have 5 wins and 0 losses. If we go 3 losses, and like, I recognize I might have just jinxed myself, but if I get 3 losses here, if I get 3 losses in a row, I'm still happy with my result. I gained 100 gems from this process. But yeah, if I get another... Every other win is a bunch of additional gems. So, we're going to go for the full 7. Go for the 7-0 while we can. Alright. I have a Vengeful Strangler into 2 Olivia's Midnight Ambushes. This is probably the worst hand I'm keeping. I still find it odd with the end of combat step, but still, I'm still fairly new. Yeah, there's a lot of things of like, is this a phase or is this just declared? And that's not always clear. And it just turned out that was the case there. So now I show that I'm the aggressor. If they kill it, I will covert cut purse, I think. Otherwise, I think I'm just gonna... Hey, that's a good spell, by the way, sir. I think I just go with this. Yeah. So that really sucks. Vengeful Strangler is one of the scenes where you want them to have to play a creature after, and that's not what happened there. Ward, discard a card. Ouch. Alright. Ward is still discard a card. That's all that matters. I'm in a bad spot, everyone. I did not draw my land. They had a good turn 2 into turn 3. Alright, it has 2 health now. Oh! It's night! Why am I blocking? This theme deals 13 damage right now. Why did I bother blocking? That theme deals 13 damage. Land, please? Nope. Alright, fine. Let's get a... They turned it day just in time. Just in time. Can't block. Yeah, so I made a mistake there. I lost my covert cut purse when I shouldn't have. And now it's dealing... Okay, so they have a good deck. 1, they have a very good deck. 2, we had a very bad hand. This is a very bad hand. We're gonna let them... I just realized we're both stuck on 3 lands. But they're more able to use the 3 lands to their advantage. This is only +2, correct? Alright, I'm gonna kill this thing during their turn since it has flying. Alright, let's draw a land. Fine. I'll try that with a Voldaren Ambusher. At this point, I think we're the control deck, which sounds horrible given the how south the situation has gone. That isn't how it works on MTG Arena online. That is good to know. So I might actually be getting ruined there. Good to know. Well, I mean, one more. We knew we had to draw lands. I knew I made a mistake. There's plenty of reasons this all went south. Gee, thanks for coming by, land. Appreciate it. Alright, well, this guy is giving me a little more time. Covetous Purse will allow me to block the Vampire Interloper. Okay. I think I just have to duel for dominance right now to prevent that theme from getting any bigger. And before they get another Olivia's Midnight Hunt. To prevent it from going tonight as well. If I search Decayed, it is also described as a triggered ability. So you can't... Oh yeah, you can respond to a triggered ability. So you're right, that is... If it's a delayed trigger, then you're correct. I should have been able to respond to it. Oh well. Oh well. I'm gonna block this one, so that if they have the Hungry for More, whatever it's called... If they have the Hungry for More, I lose. If they have the Hungry for More, I already lose. I'm at 3 health. They have a Stormkirk Blood 3. Like, they're in a very good position. I'm in a very bad one, okay? Except the position you're in. This thing's gonna become a 4/4. Yeah. And we are dead on board. Even in the announcement for Wizards, it says it's a triggered ability. Alright, so that was the arena screwing me over, so it doesn't have to screw you guys over. Alright, well, I block like this so I don't die. If they just attacked with all, I would have died. Here, now, I actually might have some sort of awkward, unbelievable opportunity of coming back. I don't believe it, but we're gonna have faith. We're gonna hope upon hope. Alright, that's 6. This seems basically a 4/5 first striker. I'm gonna play the Death Toucher, just in case they're foolish enough. But yeah, if they just attacked with all that turn, that'd be game. Alright. Yep. So, I slipped up on the lands. They had the better aggressive deck. I slipped up, I made a mistake. There were definitely enough reasons that I could have played better and had a better odds. But I think at the end of the day, that was a very strong, very aggressive vampire deck. Definitely good to try to see where my weaknesses are. The Covetous Purse block was unnecessary. Olivia's Midnight Hunt was active. Playing the... I guess I wouldn't have known I wasn't the aggressor yet by the time I played the Strangler. But maybe, you know, it's considerations that I need to consider, Surf Theme. Alright. So I really hate mulliganing. And this has a Shadow Beast sighting and a 3-drop if I need it. My deck actually has a pretty heavy curve, and it also has a lot of 2-drops. So I'm happy. There's 2 Olivias, there's 5 creatures. There's enough that I can draw that wins this hand. This is a great turn 3 play where I attack and then Covetous. This is a great turn 4 play. I already have the lands for it. They're playing a slower hand, and a slower hand is good for me. I think that single-handedly shows me I don't like how many... I don't like that I just drew straight lands, but I'm happy that if it happened now. I do not like that at all. Oh my god. If I let that flip... So if I covert Cut Purse, I can't really target it. If I let it flip, I can Shadow Beast Sighting, and then later duel for dominance, discarding one of my lands. Ugh. Graveyard Trespasser, you are just the bane of my existence, I guess. If it's a creature, they probably want to put it in their grave to, so that they could drain me with Graveyard Glutton. So Shadow Beast Sighting can block, so that's good. They don't exile their own creature. That actually surprises me quite a bit. Well, I'm not using this or this. Anytime soon, at least. Well, I'm actually glad I had the lands to discard to No Way Out, because just showing how many lands I have. They are cycling through their deck very effectively, but those larger zombies are just cycling through their deck. If they're the control of the two of us, I think they're going to be very disappointed once I play my Planeswalker. Should I play my Planeswalker? Alright, next turn I could Covert Cut Purse. And... oh yeah, they take out my Shadow Beast Sighting with that. That's unfortunate for me. A lot of misfortune here. Alright, it is night. So I could Outland Liberator. And I could block Might of the Old Ways in response. And if they have some sort of theme to kill my Frenzied Trap Breaker before the Might of the Old Ways, I could... oh no, Duel for Dominance doesn't work because I don't get the +1/+1 counter. Never mind. I have to Might of the Old Ways to get this kill. Let's see if they have a counterspell. Because I have to do this now because if they have a counterspell, I want to see that counterspell now. Not after. Alright. Organ Harvester stops my attack, unfortunately. Unless I want to use Covetous Duel, just to take out the Organ Harvester. They have a Devious Cover-Up counter deck, it seems like. Meanwhile, I have lands the deck. The fact that the Organ Harvester can still attack is a devastating blow. I think I might just have to block. No. I'm going to play the Covetous Cut Purse next turn, and I can block. I can use that. Trade into the Diagraph Horde. Yep, they're exiling my deck, and I can't exile. I can't touch theirs. You're late, Ren. Are you even here fast enough? They're going to sacrifice the K tokens to get through, and I do not care. They're tapped out, so they can't stop Ren with a counterspell, because they have a Devious Cover-Up. If they have one, they have two. That's my guess.
And perhaps we can, from root to canopy, the trees are mighty.
Alright. So they get a sift through their deck. They like whatever's on top. Helps them deal with Ren and 7. I am now willing to block the Organ Harvester with my Frenzied Trap Breaker. I just have to deal with it. Alright, well they had to eat and alive a token. That has to be a positive in its own right. Alright. So, Ren's dying. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah, if they're attacking with the decaying tokens, they want to put them both. Alright. Nothing I can do about that. We're still at 20 health, which makes this so much harder for me.
The forest will be overrun.
Alright. Yeah, no, I'm in a bad spot. What'd they do to put me in this bad spot again? They had Olivia's Midnight Hunt. They had No Way Out. Oh, right, the Graveyard Keeper. Just a 3-mana 3/3 that becomes a 4/4. That's what happened. Okay. Yep, they have lethal very soon. And that's concerning. That's concerning in its own right. Like, my win condition right now is the milling. And that's not a win condition you want to have. Alright. That helped. That helped a lot. That helped an absolute ton. 17 cards in their deck. And they liked what was on top. I never like it when they like what's on top. Alright, Jaren. So don't put them at exactly 13 health, and I'll be alright. Alright. The Decayed is 6 damage. So if I block like this, I take 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't do that. Alright. Hate this. Absolutely hate this. But it keeps me from dying. This only works on humans, right? Yep. Alright, well the decay triggers trigger. Getting those out of the way. I am in bad spot, but I'm not in dead spot. And that's all. That I have to accept that. Alright, now I'm in dead spot. Do I have to duel for dominance the... I have to duel for dominance the freaking siege zombie, I think. That's so sad. Yep. And they have lethal on board, I think. Yep. Well, they had higher pressure. Oh well. As I said, even if I lost 3 times in a row, I'd be alright. But didn't think I'd jinx myself that freaking hard. Did not think I'd jinx myself that freaking hard, guys. It hurts. It really does hurt. Just keep getting those turn 3 on curve werewolves that immediately flip. Like that happened in both games. They got on turn 3 that 3/3 werewolf that flips to a 4/4 has ward discard a card, and then it flipped by their next turn. Like that happened both times. So that was a thing that happened both times. Do I have to consider, like, do I have to play this next game saying if I don't have a turn 3 play, I can't keep it because then they'll flip to midnight and I'll get run over? Like, is that actually a consideration I have to have? I think the answer is no. Sometimes you get bad hands, sometimes that's variance. I got my 3 wins, you gotta be happy that the variance took its time to get here. Smack me down from 7 win, but let me get my gems where I need them. Alright. Do I mulligan? I do have a 2-drop into a kill. I'm mulliganing. I'm throwing back the Might of the Old Ways. I want the Outland Liberator, and I want the... Then I could flip it. And I want the Shadow Beast Sightings, because that's how I'm going to win this game. I have like 3 draws. I have 3 draws out of land, as well as draws at 2 drops. So, or right there. Birdmire. Do you have a 2-drop? If you miss your drop, you're in one nightmare of a scenario. Alright. I'll trade. I'll trade. Alright, so here's the question. Do I trade the 1-4 for a 2-2? The answer is no. I will trade the 1 for the Lunarch Veteran, but not for the Flesh Taker. You attack away, sir. You attack away. You now are left open for my counter attack. If they don't play a card here, I'm assuming they have Midnight Ambush. Just 100%. If they're leaving 3 mana open. Alright. If they attack with 2-3, I get a double block. If they attack with Flesh Taker, I block. They have to sacrifice both to protect the Flesh Taker. I'm okay 2-for-1ing with a Shadow Beast. Definitely not a good situation for me, but it's a situation where I don't die horribly, and I have to accept that after my last 2 games. Definitely think the mulligan was correct. I've since drawn Birdmire and 2 lands, which is actually a fine theme. If I would like to stop drawing lands, I would definitely like to draw other cards, but I can accept the situation I'm in. There are a lot of 4-drops, but usually they're for colors other than black and white. So if there's any other color combination, I think I would block the Flesh Taker to force them to pay the mana to use a combat trick. Alright, no attacks. No plays? They have to play something here, or else I flip. And I recognize that's a 4-4. But this card, man. Every single game, this card. Every single game, this card showed up. If I attack, I get to take out something, and that's enough for me. If they block and sacrifice, I'm getting rid of a creature in play. That's enough for me. Take your small victories where you can. And I'm not letting that thing flip. Graveyard Trespasser has been in the deck of every single person I faced. Alright. But, yeah, I'm killing the Flesh Taker, I think, between the 2. Alright. Shadow Beast Sighting is a very good card. As long as they can't attack with their Graveyard Trespasser, I could Shadow Beast Sighting stuff. Problem is, they have a white card to give it +3/+3 and indestructible, which means that even blocking with the Beast isn't exactly the safest. I do have to double block with it and Bird Admirer, because that means if they have Olivia's, I still kill. But if they have the 3/3 indestructible, they kill and don't lose their creature. If they I'm saying if they attack with their Graveyard Trespasser. In case anyone's curious. Black-white seems to be a pretty good color combination. It's been doing its work. Crawl from the cellar. Alright. Happy to see it. I think I just attack again. Is this time Fleshtaker can block, but this time I can block the Shady Traveler. I can kill the Shady Traveler. They cannot crawl from the cellar of the Shady Traveler and play something with it. If they let it through, then I just play another Shadow Beast sighting. Keep the day from night. If they block a combat trick, I have a Covetous Cutpurse. If I draw some land, I have Shadow Beast sightings for days. And nights. Days and nights. Definitely not in a good position. Cannot deny I'm in a bad position. But I am not in a dead position, and that has to be acceptable. If I draw a land, I might have to just keep it in my hand so I could actually target the Trespasser with Covetous Cutpurse. I might just have to play Covetous Cutpurse as a way to... There's things I might have to do. Oof. Definitely putting them in a hard situation. This board state is clogged. Alright. They flip the world. If I attack like this, I could kill... Yep. I'm okay with that. This looks like a bad attack. And that's exactly why they won't block. They want to double block the Ring Shredder with 4/4 and the 1/1. I kill the 1/1, deal 2 damage to the... Alright. Do I want to kill the Graveyard Trespasser or the Stalking Predator? If I kill the Stalking Predator, if I kill the Graveyard Trespasser, I have to lose the Burdenmire. Scary? Ain't it? That's the point. Oof. Block like that. Alright. I see. So I'll kill the Fleshtaker. And let's see. Do I want to kill the Graveyard Glutton and lose the Burdenmire? Or kill the Stalking Predator? They have a reanimation, so I'm going to kill the Stalking Predator. You know, I was incorrect. I should have actually blocked to... I should have changed the order to kill the Stalking Predator. My mistake. Oh well. Because they were definitely going to buff like so. Alright. So now I kill the 4/1. Now I kill the Fleshtaker again. I have a 4/4 to block the Graveyard Glutton. I have a Burdenmire in hand. They are just like holding down the board in a way that I just can't interact with. Hopefully they double spell, making this an easier board for me to interact with. If they Graveyard Glutton, I think I just have to triple block. Maybe just double block? Yeah, double block. Stalking Predator gets through for 4. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, Graveyard Glutton is scary to see attack because it prevents me from flashing back my Shadow Beast sightings. That's even scarier. And we answered your scariness with something even more threatening, and I appreciate it. This is one deadly scary night. This is one night to be indoors and away from all of this. The 8-7 swinging in next turn, in case you're wondering. I'm killing that Dreadhound. I do not care what it costs me. They will crawl up from the cellar. I recognize that. But that is very slow, and it allows me to start swinging in with the others while they pull it out of the cellar. Gosh, yeah, this is just kind of, we're stuck. We're both stuck. Alright. I am happy to block that with my 8-7 and my 2-1. Alright. I mean, they have to have a combat trick. Why else would they make this play? I'm just trying to think what combat trick. So if I do this, I'm getting blown out by something. They are all transforming back next turn. I think this is okay. They're transforming back today, next turn. They want to kill that. Alright, there it is. Darn it. If I had blocked the bigger creature, I could have stopped that. But, oh well. Dreadhound is still a threat that I have to deal with. If they use their return from the grave now, then I don't have to deal with them bringing back the Dreadhound, should I find a kill for it. Which is good. Covetous Cutpurse gets to become a flying Death Toucher, worst case. Best case, I do not know what best case is, honestly. This is not the best situation. Alright, so they cellar door, pull back that guy. Alright. I'm going to get myself a flying Death Toucher. And if I draw a land next turn, I can still Shadow Beast Sighting to kill the, after the Graveyard Trespasser attacks in. Which is good. But yeah, they're sacrificing and scrying a ton, and that's definitely going to become an issue later on. This is, again, I still think they're in the advantage position, but it's like, it's very close. They can't attack in easily, you know. I like you in my deck, sir. I'm so happy you're in my deck.
Those who hunt hew to the trees. They prepare for war.
Next turn I could plus, play a Shadow Beast Sighting. Ren might just pull me out of this game. Might. They can't attack. If they attack with everything, they lose. So that's also good. Outland Liberator destroys artifacts and enchantments, so I can't sack this if I have to. If they play nothing this turn for the... Alright, so they don't block with it. They don't attack with the Dreadhound. They exile the Shadow Beast Sighting. Makes sense. Alright. So let's see. 4 blocks here. 6 blocks here. Do I block the 2/2 Death Toucher here, or do I block on the Flesh Taker? Honestly, I think I block on the Flesh Taker, force them so that they cannot sacrifice well enough to actually kill. And then that means I take 1 point of damage on Ren, but I don't care about that 1 point of damage because it doesn't kill. I probably should have double blocked the Graveyard Trespasser, but it's alright. They need to have a buff spell for that 1/1. Otherwise, this Flesh Taker... Yeah, so they're gaining a bunch of life, and I'm getting chipped away. They're scrying a lot, but this ends with their board basically being blown out, except for the Dreadhound. And I have a Tree Folk that keeps getting bigger.
We may bend, but never break.
And then they get the exile for the last Shadow Beast sighting. Unfortunate on my part. Oh well. Oh well.
Which soil grows mighty forests.
Alright. With this, I should have the late game taken care of. Next turn I could plus Ren again. And if I draw, even if I get Army of the Ants in my grave, I can play it immediately. And then I can just minus Ren to get myself another Tree Folk, be done with Ren, and move on with my life. And then start wrecking this guy's face in. Alright. Making a lot of zombies, but we took out their sacrifice outlet. One land.
We can foster much growth.
I think I just Rise of the Ants immediately. Yep. Next turn I could possibly swing in. $14 cards left in the deck. I think it's time I actually -3, just make another one. Yep. Just get 2 9/9s. Hopefully that's good enough on his part.
Mighty.
If I attack with a Tree Folk, how do they block? With a 1/1 Flying Spirit, I think. If I attack with this, it becomes a lot harder to block. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so these two get... So this stucks these. So then, yeah. Let's start closing out the game little by little. If they block with a Dreadhound, I could pump it. Double block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, so not enough to do that. Doesn't matter. I kill one of the Diagraph Hordes. That's good enough for me. 2 creatures died. Get a 6/5. And Jadar. Other wolves and werewolves you control have trample. Well, I mean, we know what we're doing. We're blocking with a 3/3, with a 3/3, with a 1/4, and a 3/3. Actually, we're blocking with a 6/5. We're not letting the Tree Folk get touched. The Dreadhound is the biggest threat right now. We cannot deny that. But they're running out of creatures. They can't deny that. Awesome. So I can actually start with a duel for dominance. Alright, so we're left with an 11-11, 2 3/3s. Alright, so 11-11, 3-5, and a 3-3. I think that's... Yep. Probably could be more aggressive, but it's okay. If they quadruple block, they could kill my Pumper. But if they quadruple block, they have issues. Alright, 3-3. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 14, 15, 16, 17, 23, 24, 25. I think this is lethal. Oh my gosh, Ren pulled me out of that. Oh my gosh, Ren. I needed you there. Oh my gosh. Math is for blockers. Yep, famous phrase. Of course, as the attacker, I actually needed it. Alright, last game. Whether I win or lose, this is my last game. Oh man. Oh man. Well, math is for blockers, and the blocker sure didn't do the math. Alright. Jadar into Bird Admirer or Hound Tamer into Shadow Beast Sighting. And I go first. So I can actually take an aggressive curve. I like how Jadar is just good, even if I don't have anything to go with it. Like, Jadar is just good. Yeah, I like Hound Tamer here because 3/3 trample is better than 1/4 reach. One, I have nothing else to do with the body. Also, the fact that I could just Hound Tamer to Alright. There we go. Next strike is Shadow Beast Sighting. Force them to want to deal with my Hound Tamer. We're facing Jeskai. 3 color. So this 3/3 can actually kill both using Duel for Dominance as a combat trick. So I want them to block my 3/3. Alright. Do I just Shadow Beast Sighting then? Yeah, I think I just Shadow Beast Sighting then. And I'm just building up pressure. Silver bolts. Alright. Swamp. I could Bird Admirer and Duel for Dominance. And the Duel for Dominance will allow me to attack him with all. So I think I just play that immediately. Do I pump up the Bird Admirer? Or do I... I'm going to go for absolute pressure. Alright. They're at half health. If I draw a land, I have Rise of the Ant. From now on, my lands are playables, which is fantastic when you add in the fact that, you know, I have all this pressure already on board. So, while they technically have card advantage, we have playables from here on every single card we draw. If it's a land, it's a playable. It creates a playable. If it's not a land, it's low enough in the mana value, that creates a playable. So we're in a fantastic spot right now. They do want to kill that 5/5. I knew since they already have one Silver Bolt, they might have two. So I didn't want to dump on the Bird Admirer. But the Bird Admirer might have been the better play in the long run. I will not deny that. Alright. Definitely a concern I had to deal with. It's alright. I can Blood Plaque on my turn, turning into Night first. Make my Birdmire a bigger threat. Forcing them to play 2 spells next turn. Yep. The Jadar is basically like a 2-mana 3/1 the way it's played. The way it's been acting in this game. Or 2-mana 1/1 unblockable. Either way, doing its job. And we're gonna just not play anything. Now you have a threat, sir. Because, yeah, this Beloved Baker has stopped a good, like, 8 damage. So it's definitely kept them alive, but it hasn't been pushing their board state in any notable manner. So next turn I Blood Pact. If I get a land, I Rise of the Ants into Shadow Beast Sighting into Rise of the Ants. Like, we have play. Like, if we draw lands from here on out, we probably still win the game. But I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm also like, he hasn't been able to deal with Jadar. He's not gonna, like, what's changed in that time? Ardent Elementalist brings out the Sun Gold Barrage. Alright. Alright. Stuffed Bear is actually tapped down, so I could still deal a point of damage before Rise of the Ants start coming in. Alright, it's daytime. Yeah, these lands do not bode well for me. But this is still 1 point of damage getting through. Next turn is Rise of the Ants. The turn after that is Shadow Beast Sighting. The turn after that is Rise of the Ants. It looks like they might actually have the ability to stop that pressure, but like, I'm definitely not making it easy for them. The Stuffed Bear is actually a really good card in this situation. I'm still attacking with Rise of the Ants. I'm not sure if I'm attacking with the Bird Admirer, though. Because he can only block one of the ants, and then he can block there. He still takes 2 damage. A Shadow Beast Sighting, he's at 5 health. He has not drawn... Okay, I don't know if Impline's a he. I just... Innately, that's how my mind works. They have not drawn another Plains, so Beloved Baker cannot disturb. So, that's good. The only thing they can... Alright. Harvest Hide is a 3/2 Trample Daybound. I mean, I did jinx it, basically saying that I think I could kill even if I... So if I do like this, they Stuffed Bear, Turn into a 4/4. Kills, block, chump, kill. We're gonna slow this game down just a little. Still not scare them. Yep. Amazing how good Stuffed Bear can be. Counterspell? Yeah, I'm just gonna build a conglomerate of board. Force them to solve the board state, as we have, instead of attacking with petty 2 ants, I'm going to attack with potent 6 ants. Alright, go ahead, deal 4 damage. I appreciate it. Now your Stuffed Bear's tapped, my ants can start swinging in. Wait, hold up. If I kill that, I do not have lethal. But I get close. I have Rise of the Ants this turn, so unless there's like a horrible block I need to consider, or a combat trick they are about to play, I do not Olivia's. Noble Gas Intruder. We're going to let them block improperly, and then we'll ambush them. Four, 4. And 2-1. Alright, cool. They still take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I mean, if they're gonna block in this way, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna Rise of the Ants. Midnight Ambush next turn. Instead of, you know, getting a combat trick, let's just Threaten Lethal next turn. Alright. Well, I'd like to stop drawing lands. I got one more than I expected I could handle. Alright. I think we just Midnight Ambush now to make sure he can't even block with this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm swinging with all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Have to show me something I don't see coming for this to not be lethal. I can think of one way where it's not lethal, and in that way I blow them so far out of the water, it doesn't even matter. So they're tapped out, so that's 3 damage taken. So that's 3 damage taken. I turn that into much more. I'm pumping that one so I get a card draw in the process. Alright. And before we go, I could even duel for dominance. Made it close. Made it strenuous. Made me work for it. But I got it. 7 wins this time, guys. 7 wins this time. Didn't jinx myself hard enough. Golgari just being Golgari. Doing its job. Those Shadow Beast sightings have just been... Honestly, yeah, Shadow Beast sighting being a 4-drop and a 7-drop is great. Rise of the Ants being a 6-drop and an 8-drop. Like, The combination of these basically said, hey, if I have a good 5-drop in between, my curve's just complete with these 2 cards. That was fantastic. I don't think any card really... Vengeful Strangler underperformed a bit. Harvest-Tide Sentry, I'm glad I didn't have too many. Did not seem like it was going to be a card I could play too often. Might have the old ways. When it worked, it worked. Jadar did a lot of work, and I kept running into Jadar. One Ren didn't show up often, but when Ren showed up, it mattered. It really mattered. So every card did what it needed to do. And I am proud. Alright, let's get a little pack opening, because I know some people like to see the packs popped open. Tarjuru Paragon. Alright. So now we actually get to Innistrad. Clear Shot would have been nice. Vadric. Like, I think I'm glad I didn't put the Candlelit Cavalry. Just, it's a 5-mana 5/5, which is a good body, but like I had 4-mana 4/4s into 7-mana 4/4s into all that. Siege Zombie, like, the guy that had just a bunch of tokens was did pretty darn well. The 5-mana 7/6, it just turns out it's a little too much. Alright, let's see. Shall Be Signed, just doing its job. Brimstone Vandal, Overwhelmed Archivist, yep. Ron Reunion might actually be good enough. I think this card is good enough for a 1, maybe. I think this is a 1 of in Limited. If you have a huge sacrifice effect, then you could probably run 2. If you have like if you have 2 Bone Splinters and like that 1/1 that like you have to pay 3 and sacrifice a creature to draw a card and make it bigger, then I think you could run 2. But otherwise, I think this is actually, with the exiling cards from graveyards, a good like sideboard 1-drop. Like, you probably run 1. Alright. Mythic Wildcard, always good. I do have decks I want to make, so that's going to be great. Consider. Huh, that's my first Consider. Ooh, the White Adversary. This card is very much Feast or Famine. If it stays alive, it is a destructive force, and if it doesn't stay alive, but it's very easy to kill. So, Celestia Sanctifier, turns out 3-mana 3/2 just wasn't good enough in the situation where it showed up. Beloved Beggar actually did keep them alive, but it's still a card. It's still a card for keeping you alive, not actually progressing the board state. I think you have to, when you play Beloved Beggar, you have to say, this is a Serra Angel in my deck. If you play it as saying, oh, I have a 2-drop, you're going to get disappointed, you're going to get blown out. I think that's basically what happened to our opponents. I think. Sigarda Splendor. Okay, so this card. I used to think, this card was garbage, that it needed to cost 2 to be good. Here's the thing that I didn't notice. So here's what it says. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if your life total is greater than the last noted life total, then note your life total. I thought you had to draw a card in order to note your new life total. So like, let's say you have 20. If you have 21 next turn, then you note 21. Turns out, the reason I thought it sucked is you play this, you note 20, they deal 8 damage to you, and now you're at 12, you have to heal 9 life and keep it around. No, what happens is, they deal 8 to you, you're at 12, next turn you don't draw a card, but you note 12. So then all you have to do is stabilize from there, this card gains you 1 life, this card ends up actually being a card advantage engine. This is Sigarda Splendor. If you're in white, it's a better Elixir of Immortality. Now, or not Elixir of Immortality, there's a new Elixir that's like a 4-mana artifact that you're in turn, you gain 2 life if you're below your starting life total, or you draw a card if you're above. It's a better version of that, because if you're at like 12, you get knocked down to 4, it then notes 4. So then when you play a card and go to 5, the moment you stabilize the board, this becomes card advantage. That's the thing I didn't understand. It's not you play this with a stabilized board and have to keep it stabilized for card advantage. It's you just play this on a stable board, and Sigarda Splendor does its job. I still think for how strong constructed is, you might need 3 of, or we're going to need some sort of synergy with enchantments, or it's just momentary life gain in mono white. But this card is a lot better than I thought it was, and that is something worth noting. That might actually be good enough in Limited if you have like half of your cards being white. And that's something I did not think was actually viable. I thought I just wanted to bring that up because I did not know that that was how it worked. And I thought it was garbage. It is now okay. It is now a perfectly reasonable thing. Ludwig Necrogenius. So its backside is just kind of weird because the deck where you'd want to play Ludwig doesn't really run a bunch of big, scary effects. But it's a 2-mana 2/3 that then mills you cards. That's often good enough. There's a little trick. Apparently, there's this angel that whenever you go to 0 health, you go to 3 and then flip it. But if you can't flip it, you lose the game. Apparently, this being a flip card, you can flip this, but it flips back into Olog, which is a copy of the angel. So if you use this to copy that angel, until they kill Olog, they cannot touch you. And that's a thing I did not realize was a possibility. So, thought I'd just bring that up. That apparently Ludwig has some sort of 3-color, you cannot lose the game, a 3-color, what's the card called? Platinum Angel effect. Which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Makes it possibly viable as more than just a 2-mana 2/3. With mills upsides. We're going to have to see more flashback. We're going to see the next set of Innistrad before I think the mill and flashback stuff starts working. What a weird interaction. I know, right? There's a lot of interactions in this game. Like, when you realize Banishing Light is broken, when you realize Oblivion Ring is broken, but Banishing Light is perfectly fine, that's one of those weird things where it's like, oh, so if you return it to your hand as it's coming into play, it leaves the battlefield before it enters the battlefield on the stack, and it leads to just like a free exile trigger. Like, it basically becomes a recurring Vindicate. Okay, that's not something I expected. Just weird interactions in this game that fortunately don't happen too often, but could happen. Nonetheless, we did what we got. We got our 7 wins. We had a fantastic time doing it. We played Ren. We got good things. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And we're not done yet. I'm just doing that for my YouTube videos. I do want to just quickly pop up with the mastery tree, finish this off. I just chose doing green first because it was the... it suggested green. I thought might as well finish it off. But I am now going to be switching over to my next game, which is Key Knight, or Shovel Knight's Treasure Trove, the Key Knight game. So we're going to see how that fares. While it loads up, I'm going to load up, get that music ready, and we're going to move on to the next game. Let's see if the game capture ruins itself again. Is the game capture still unable to capture it? It seems the answer is yes. But can capture it through this, right? There we go. So weird that I have to do this more complex setup. Alright. Well, it stops the music anytime I click away, so as I'm like getting this all ready. But I do need to get some water, I do need to take care of some things. We'll be back shortly, so I'm going to put on this music, and I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll be back with Shovel Knight. If you guys are done here, thank you for watching, but I'm coming with Shovel Knight in just a bit. Alright. Whew. Actually have the music working properly. I'm gonna make sure real fast that I have it all set up on Twitch so that's the new game. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright, just want to make sure. Oof. Alright. Oof. I'm gonna take a deep breath and then we're gonna start it up. Hey everyone, welcome back to Keen Night. So, we still have Birdier Bluffs, we still have whatever path is over here. Oh, I guess this path is locked. And we also have Fancy Shop. With all my money, I think I might want to go to Fancy Shop first. We'll stop at Birdier Bluffs because it looks like this is a pretty straightforward area. But, alright, let's see what this does. Nothing unless I spin into it is my guess. Oh. I see. Alright, gotta make sure to spin so I don't land on the spikes. Cool interactions. Or at least fun interactions. I thought there'd be a secret. So you know how I said I was about to say I thought there would be a secret there? Yeah, just didn't trigger it yet. Alright. There we go. Took some damage that I didn't need to take because I thought I was going to be above the spike pits instead of, like, I actually had to reveal it and then... Alright, whatever. We'll grab this hammer. Yeah, the hammer's just needlessly strong in my opinion. Like, healing in this game, man. Healing in this game, man. Ah, come on. Oh. Let's get the bubble ready so I can actually do this properly. There we go. Alright, let's do it like this. It's just like a lot of figuring out what's going on. Alright, how do I do this one? There we are. Really learning all the little mechanics in this game. Woo. I'm gonna... Something's here. And it's a medal! Showing how great I am. Just like when you see that broken object, you have to believe. Oh. Alright. Did my part. Oh, hi. Alright. Well. Everything did its part. Definitely, I like how you have to, like, strategize the maneuvering. There we are. Alright, cool, this is the top. Just want to make sure, because I was like, getting that gem might have caused me to lose some time. Alright, got lucky that that was the top. Alright, we have this, but before we head north, we're going to spend some money at this strange shop. Fancy shop. I have to assume because it's that way. What happens if I go right, though? Ooh, how's it going, Dr. Nefariously Handsome? Thank you for coming by. Some sort of fancy shop we're about to enter. Oh, that kind of fancy shop. I see. This is gonna be fun. For this guy, if I remember him correctly, I would like to have... Let's go with the resistance for now. Hello, dear sir. Hey, that's the Baz's armor. Hey. Oh, a gold-clad guest with platinum panache. How lovely. Welcome to my fancy shop. What's so many villains to discover in or? It does. I sell only the fanciest fashions. Clearly, you're in the right place. Look at that hat. It's positively regal. This is a crown, not a hat. Do you know what that makes me? Delightfully modest? A peek at my noblest wares, mayhap. Alright. Display overhaul. Give your interface some regal flair at the very height of your status. 1, 2, 3... I'm pretty sure these are all specifically made to be unpurchasable at max gold. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So, I'd have to literally, like, double my gold and then some. A professional design refits your glide wing to better suit you. So, display overhaul, silver plane, gilded deck. Your joustus cards will receive fancier backs. The fronts change a little too. I bet that's actually... There's a secret here. Oh, wrong spell. You just came from behind. You left. Something went from behind. Huh. There he is. Alright, so he's gonna follow me. Sir, I implore you to make a purchase. Is there nothing that suits you? Come back! I was so looking forward to trying on a new hat! Alright, so he follows me out. That's what it is. So this is where the fighting arena is. He's gonna jump. Yep. My servants! End of the line, you tight-fisted curmudgeon. I'll have your hat, if it's the last thing I do. Oof. Let's go. Servants, show them what you're made out of. Go, servants. Oh. He's not done yet. Okay. Go, servants! You fought bravely, valiantly. Oh, he gained my moveset. I just realized. Or he's mimicking it, at least. Whoop. This is a fun fight. Whew. My super roll to finish it off there. Alright. Sorry, sir, you were too expensive. Enough! I know what came over me. Your hat? I can't look away. It sheds glimmers maddeningly. Just a bit of cabin fever, really. It's hard to make a friend or sail on such a remote location. Well, that's all very interesting, but I'd better get going. I'd do anything for passage on your airship to escape this dead location. Here, let me mend your rope. Yeah, since you broke it, I'd really appreciate that. Here I am, hat in hand, with a new locale. My fancy shop is about to move on and up. Fine, fine, get on with it. Let's go. You're starting to give me a crown ache. Alright. Oh, he just carries a rope with all of the... Oh my god. All my thanks for this new location. It simply gleams with a rustic potential. As for appointments, you're fancy enough to not need one. And I've lowered my prices, just for you. Well, I don't know how we managed to carry a house when our thing got broken open recently, so I don't know. If it's structurally sound, it's structurally sound. Few birds have soared higher than me, but here Keen Birder's lair stands, atop the billowing clouds. Astounding. Alright, we got 100 merit medals. Alright, let's see what the song continues. While much has been said of the feeling of flight, it's really no different than flying a kite. The pulling of strings and the rush of young wonder. You may escape land, but you can't escape thunder. All noble unconsidered fates. Alright. Let's just check real fast, see if there's any new players. Ah, there is! No one else to lose to my feats. Surprised to see me here? You should know. I'm far too charming to be kept away for long. Ho ho! A glass of juice, my friend. To flight, to conquest, to justice. Alright, let's kick his butt. Whoa! Alright. Alright. So I just don't know which one's going to push first. I think here's a safe place. Yeah. Alright. This guy can only be pushed into position. Alright. I just realized once I get on this... How do they get me off of this square? Aha! Yep. Yeah, you can change my colors, but it doesn't matter. I'm locked in place now. Oh, he's gonna switch colors, so I actually can't place my card there yet. Baz isn't actually useful here, because everything's double space. Alright, so that's locked in. No one can play there. So now it's just literally playing cards. Okay, can't play there. Can't place must push card. So I just play here, and there's no plays left. Simple enough. Took me a little while to figure that out, but yeah. This guy basically has all flip cards. We'll take Propeller Knight. I appreciate it. There we go. Thank you for the victory, Propeller. Aha! Wait, how does the flying friend feel? Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you two feel about this? So yeah, if I knock you off... This breaks through the window! Alright. Welcome to the Grand Galley. The Grand Galley Gallery Gala. The whole shop's discounted, but my exhibition is a limited edition. My impractical wares make everything fancy. Ready to be dazzled? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these are all within purchasable range now. Alright. Professional design refits the guild wing to better suit you. Alright, let's make our Justice deck made of gold. Because we're legends. Alright. Go. Guild wing to better suit me. Okay, keeps going. Gold plate. Even more professional design refits the guild wing to more perfectly suit you. Alright. So I'm literally just improving the guild wing. So just make this place look even more and more beautiful. Fix it up, fix it up. Alright, that's where I spend all my money then. Good to know that there's actually a use for my money. Because I'm like, I have quite a bit. I'm only going to get more. So to have first repairs, and then improvements be added in its place. Sounds good. There we are. Look at this. Tup's sure looking fancy. Cooper never spare the seed money for in-flight renovations. Thanks for shelling it out on the refresh key night. This guy, what a sight. Words fail me. Alright. Well, let's go get you more money to finish this job off. I was really hoping that was the last area. Alright. Well, Flying Machine Heavyweight Heights. I'm going to start that off next time. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And of course, Dr. Nefarious, we are just doing that for the YouTube video. I am still going to be playing for a while. You've recently been obsessed with Dr. Lobato. I'm trying to think who is Dr. Lobato. Because that... Dr. Lobato. What is that? Oh, Psychonauts. That's Dr. Lobato. Yeah, dude, I've been watching a Psychonauts 2 playthrough. It seems awesome, man. Like, the story's great. I love... Like, it starts you off into his mind, just, like, gets you a sense of what sort of things you're dealing with. Like, dude, I'm thinking of getting Psychonauts 2 once I have to take care of a few things. But that, like, Dr. Lobato's an awesome character. I love the concept of just, like, his tortured past caused him to do his torturous things. I like the kind of concept for it. And then, like, he's trying to redeem himself, but he keeps making stupid mistakes. Ugh. But yeah. I do like Dr. Lobato as a character. I do like that he actually wants to be a good person. He just has trouble. Nonetheless, I'm going to start up my next game. Hey everyone, welcome back to Key Night. We recently just upgraded our ship and took care of the Birdier Bluffs. So now we have the Flying Machine, and we have the final Joustus Judge. And then whatever is after that. So I have a feeling there's going to be... For some reason, we end up in the Enchantress's quarters. Don't know what the reason is yet, but I find it hard to believe the Enchantress isn't somehow involved with this all. Which, don't ask me how the Enchantress is involved in Joustus. My guess is that when we become the judge, she'll want to defeat us to be seen as the Joustus king or queen, I guess. Alright, let's get the bubble ready. There's some bottomless pits here, and some serious bottomless. Nope, nothing over there. Oh man, I'm just looking at the top. I just realized how fancy that is. Yeah, that was really worth the purchasing. Ooh. So yeah, I'm glad Mr. Hat actually makes all this worthwhile. Just check real fast. Nope. Alright. Didn't lose too much time for checking. Do you know how much courage it takes to shield dash directly at a spike wall, knowing you'll be alright? A lot. Alright, nothing over there. Okay, cool. Alright, nothing over there. Just want to check all these directions before I commit, you know? Alright. Alright, and then we can just walk downstairs. When still active, gotta be ready for it. Oh, there's the secret path. Good to know. I have the bubble ready. Should I misjudge anything? But I do it perfectly anyways. No need. Next medal. Is that a secret? Aha! Secret within a secret. Thanks for the decree of soaring, but I have my trusty servants to take care of that for me. Alright. That's a new move. Whew. Oof. I'm gonna switch well, I'm gonna keep the bubble long enough to get up here, but I need to switch the hammer to heal up, or I need to find healing in other means. Yeah, no. Ah, gosh darn it. I have to land to get it back. There we are. Alright. Hopefully there's food. Yeah, hopefully there's food there. Hey there, buddy. Didn't want to hit those spikes. Alright, definitely had to do a few bad decisions to get this position, but that's okay. There we are. Was there anything over there? No. I got my secret there. Just want to make sure there wasn't any other secrets. Whew. Definitely made it close there. Definitely did not make it easy for me. That was a scary area. Oh, Spectre Knight's back. Well, Spectre Knight, how have you been doing? Time flows ever on, Spectre Knight. Is our grand game proceeding as planned? A contender has defeated 2 justice judges. They now travel as one, headed to Birdier Bluffs. Splendid. Soon everyone will be brought together. So the one in the big cloak to the left seems to be the 3rd Justice Judge, and the mysterious cloaked figure seems to probably be the Enchantress. Why the Enchantress is involved? No idea. I feared ours would be a protracted struggle, but the Justice Crown turned out to be the right angle. What fools. Yep, you can even see the... Is something wrong, Spectre Knight? Is our cohort making you uncomfortable? Toy with me no longer. Enough of this tangent. Don't be obtuse, ghost. Stray not from your path. Come now. It's time we up and left. Yes, I tire of this foolishness. Leave the Reaper to his task. Soon enough, we shall reveal our hand. Ah, it's that deathly pale card courier from the plains. Fetch me a drink, or clear my path. My leader's power is growing unfathomably strong. If I were you, I'd show us both more reverence. My power has grown as well, and unlike you and your fetid frame, I kneel for no one. Arrogant fool, you will soon learn your place. He's using all of his powers from the previous game, which makes sense. Just there we go. Go, my servants. Hey, now it's just the easy version of the night. Yeah, if this is just Spectre Knight as per the first game, this isn't going to be too hard. Because, like, that's one of the first bosses. So he has a phase 3, is my guess. Which would be the first boss with a phase 3, but, like, I don't see them justifying it otherwise. This... You're not done. You're not done. Get up. Get up. You dealt 2 damage to me. My servants were stronger than your strength. Enough! The final king lies just ahead. Do not wander from your path. But know this. Soon the House of Cards will collapse. Choose your allies wisely, and you can still find what you seek. I have my mother and my rats. I have chosen 5 allies already. Birdier Bluffs Keen's Roost. Before we go, let us fine-tune our wardrobe a bit. I might also want to go back and get myself some medals, but for now, we won't worry about it. Even more perfectly suits you. Here we go. There's Spectre Knight. I see. Justice, a game for children. I know more of it than your tiny mind can possibly fathom. Are you foolish enough to challenge me? Sure! Why not be foolish enough to challenge you? Alright, so every single one of those is in the dead zone. That's cool. That's a cool little trick. I actually like that move a lot. Alternatively, rotate them. Yeah, he doesn't have too many strong cards, but this is such a distinct fight. So if I do that, I have no way of pushing it down is the issue. But if I do this, he has no way of pushing me down. Alright. I like this. Alright. He has a flip card. Down push. Let's make sure he can't approach. Let's see what happens if I do this. Nope. That then locks that out, which might not be a good thing. Well, if I go here... I like this slightly better. Yeah. Alright. And if I hit it, it does not change. I'm going to keep that because that will allow me to actually interact with ones already on point. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pushes standard arrows and blocks double arrows. Can be played in graveyard squares. Alright. If I play this here, does that mean the game ends? That's the big question. Does the game end if I play here? Because if it ends in a draw, then I could figure it all out later. If it doesn't end, he has a graveyard sequence to cause that. And if it does end, then we draw. If it doesn't end, it's because there's a graveyard sequence, and then I could cheat to get myself back in. Alright, so it's a draw. Cool. Alright. Yeah, graveyard squares seem very important then. He has a flip card. Let's see, he has a flip and a down shot. If I do that, to flip it, he puts it in a bad position. Let's see. He can't flip the one, let's see, if I draw a double down arrow, I get that point, he cannot flip this without pushing it out of the way. Alright. There we are. Happy with that. So, that guy's pretty locked in place. Let's see, if I debaz, push that thing out of my way. Alternatively, that's not good. Move it here. No, I want that double push. I want that double push to remain. Do I maybe do this? The thing is, he has death plays and I don't, and that becomes like a significant issue. Alright. I think this is the play for now. Alright, so he flips that, but we have one already in position, which is good enough. So what happens is I just play here, it ends, I have a point. There we go. The lack of playable squares actually could be used to my advantage. Alright. Have to figure out, it's definitely a different strategy, but can just figure it out. Alright, the fact that there's one more of those titles tells me that there's definitely more in the next area. Oof. This place, very fancy. There's still some windows that are broken, sir. Do you have enough money for that? Amateur design refits the gilding. Well, it's all gilded. We just have one issue. There's still broken windows. And you still have nothing for me? Just make sure. All done. Got it. Well, we are all fixed up. We are all ready to go. All that's left is to take on the next knight. Wow, I thought the gold plane would add unnecessary ballast, but this ship handles like a hummingbird. I'm a function over form kind of guy, but style can be pragmatic, keen man. You always go all out. I respect that. Alright. Let us go. And I think we do have time to take out Birdier Bluff's King's Roost. That golden ship. You're good. Who needs the front door? Alright. Oof. Go. Ooh. Alright, just gotta be slow, steady, and let things happen as they happen. Alright. Just see where everything goes. Simple enough. Makes me think there's a secret because of how simple that was. Ah, all the money went down. All right. Thank you. Nope, nothing over there. Just wanted to check. Yep. Go, got my medal. One more, I get that last item that could be purchased with a medal, assuming that is the last item. Ooh. Alright. Alright, well, we got things taken care of. Over here, continue on. Oh, dear dragon. Come on down. Alright. Nothing here. Got it. Ooh. Nice, fun, challenging platforming. Take care of. Alright. There's the middle. You go off on your little adventure, you and your family. Be happy. Got my medal. Can't wait to show Mother. Oh, that's definitely a secret. That is definitely a secret. Took me a little while to realize it. Groove. No. Alright. I want to. I like this heirloom. Alright. Now we just ride this back. There we are. Trying to trigger the birdier, because there's definitely a birdier. Alright. Is there something over here with that? Nope. Side check. Here. And yeah, you killing the big one kills all the small ones, which is why I want to avoid that. Alright, that's just visuals. Keep myself safe when I make a mistake. Is that my ship or yours? That is the big question, dear sir. Alright. We're there. Dear servants. What took you so long, Keen Knight? I've been expecting you. You're every bit as flashy as I've heard. How did you know my name precedes me, I see. Excellent. And you? You must be. That's right. It is I, the final Joust's judge. Lord and High Ruler of Birdier Bluffs. Keen Birdier. Oh, well, hello there. Greetings, fellow Keen. Let the final match begin. Where shall we all sit? Sit? You need only kneel before your new master, Keen Birdier. Prepare for eternity of servitude. Ooh. Ah. Oh yeah, that moves like the Enchantress. I never even thought that that's like a birdier. Ooh, nearly got crushed. With the last of my mana. The only thing it's still use. By fraud and fin! It's a fake! A decoy! Keen Birdier has merely an enchanted birder. But then, Who is the final justice judge? Oh, ho, ho, ho. My poor feathered puppet. Ah, well, the ruse was great and fun while it lasted. Keen Birder was a deception. What's the meaning of this? Who are you, witch? She's the third justice judge. You may all pledge your loyalty now, for it's none other than the Enchantress. The Justice Crown was a contest of my own devising. I wanted the kings, the justice judges, lured into one place, ready to be controlled. No! Treachery! While the world obsesses over a silly card game, I've been amassing an invincible order of knights. Right! Card game is all about peace of the land. No wonder there's no knights around to fight them. A rogue recruiting evil knights in our kingdoms? Disastrous! I was going to control your minds, but the Justice Crown has already afforded my plans ample time. Can't you see? I've already won. Soon, you'll feel the might of a true tyrant. Toodle-doo, imbeciles. I mean, I'm at full health right now. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Just pop over that decree of the troop king, and I'm good. We must return and warn the others. What will become of our kingdoms? What a strange dream. Oh, and new friends are here. And they're the ones that are they the ones that rescued me? Prometheus Pufferfish! The birdier can still talk! Wait, are they talking about me? Can they hear me? The Enchantress gave me a voice? It was her voice before, but now I have my own voice, and I've overheard her plans. Maybe I can help. Keen Knight, this birdier has endured great hardship for his knowledge. Please, listen to him. I will feign interest, as I did before. Hop on my back, friend. I'll tell you all I know about the Enchantress. Perhaps with luck, we'll prevail. On your back? I'm afraid I might crush you. Alright. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. My loyal steed. So, the innocent Keen Birder shared his keenly misgivings about the Enchantress' evil scheme. Keen Knight failed to grasp. Honestly, I'm waiting for me to bounce into the corner. Well, nonetheless, I am keen. I realized there was more text I didn't read properly, but oh well. You're back! Our cohorts just told us the awful news. It's all true. The Justice Crown was a sham. The Enchantress distracted us all. We're doomed. I mean, we're all here. This is basically a kingdom worth of fighting figures. Everyone settle down. Your attention, please. Hope it's not yet lost. The Enchantress fooled us all. But unfortunately for her, she also brought us together. Our captain is right. We must unify and fight for what we cherish. My kingdom, my Griffiths, my friends at the Drupal Pond, and our majestic king. For birdiers, and all those without a voice. I may have just joined, but your angle is true. It's quite a journey, but our goal is now clear. We can't let the Enchantress win now. Who's with me? I'll fly as close to the Tower of Fate ahead. This is it, Keen Knight. We're all depending on you. $110. Alright. Let's see what your story is. A bird is a bard with a beak or a bill, who sings the song softly or shrilly at will. We birds study folktales and struggle through college, yet no one throws bottles at birds, to my knowledge. Few birds have soared higher than me, but the Keen Birdier's lair sounds... Alright. It's the same story. Keen Birdier. Where do you reside? There you are. Woo! I'm bouncing off the walls! I love being a birdier! Hey, you were over Inspector... You were Inspector Knight's game, because you were the birdier in that game. I get it. I get it. Oof. What do you say, Mr. Drupal? Stubb's alive! I was worried about the Drupal King flying. But what a vast world. Good luck, Drupal King. Thank you for offering that which I never bothered purchasing. Alright. One last thing before we go off to face the Enchantress. It forces me to go there. That's okay. So we have the Tower of Fate. But before we begin the Tower of Fate, Gyro Foundry. Wind you back up. Alright, buddy. What's up? Beep, 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 beep. Alright. Heirloom for purchase. Gyro boots. Decked out. Alright. Become a damaging tornado that climbs walls. Spin again and your color fades. Purchase complete. Thank you. Promise to receive the goal. Warning. Shoulder bash disabled. How much does that cost? Only 5? There's no way that costs 5. That has to have, like, some sort of additional... Wow. And I could spend it to re-trigger it at will, basically. Okay, well. New strongest item, I guess. I still can't climb up those. That's fine. Gosh. Alright, and let's... just check to make sure there's no secrets up here. Congratulations! You have reached the goal. Thank you, Master. Awaiting further input. Oh, we'll put you in steerage. The chicken will surely extract some value from your clanking cheeses. Input accepted, Master. I love you, Master. That only costs 5. I find it unbelievable that that only costs 5. Okay, so he has a gear in his head. I was wondering how he... Gems detected in volatile buffer. Dispensing for Master. Beep beep. Please take your cash. Recreation difficulty detected. Recreation deficiency detected. Commence Justice subroutine? Sure. It's party time. Alright. My cards are made of gold. Alright. So he has an up and right swap. So I'm gonna go here, because if he pushes up, then he actually doesn't do anything significant. I could push them both away with the Baz. So yeah, if he does this, which is the obvious move, I then use the Baz and push them both into discard. So they push the Baz down. That's okay. So yeah, I like that because that throws away the Baz as well. Now that's the evil. If they push it right, I can push it up and lock down. And if they push that right, I can push mine up and lock the gem down. And if they push that card left, I could hopefully push down. I could push left and lock pretty effectively. Hopefully I get it down. Alright. Yep, so that was the expected play. And now I just play this. And now that beetle's locked down. Alright. So let's see. So I could do that, and then I just have this gyro theme wandering around for a bit. I like this slightly better, feels slightly safer. Anytime they can push their guy left. Smart. Until I do this, and then my gyro will push that all the way across. Smart. Alright. Well, hold up. I can do that. And take that away from him. There we go. That is their best play, definitely. So let's see, they have no steals. So I could go here, and then they are forced to push left to end the game. I'm wondering if there's any way I can win the game, is basically what I'm trying to do. Because I can play this in... Oh! Simple theme. When I place it somewhere... Oh, that thing's not going to move. Okay, got it. Well, either way I win. I got 2 versus their 1, so I forced them to play another card to give myself another option. That's good enough. Yep, we'll pick the dragon, the blade scale. There we are. I still carry a medal of my own to remind me how awesome I am. Alright. I don't think this next one's going to be the finale. Ship's almost at capacity. Looks like our little cause is building ahead of steam. This is why I fly. Our goal looks like it's in sight now. Sorry if I droned over long sometimes. That's the ruminant in me. It's been good to chew through the cud, keen man. I'm confident things will work out great for both of us. And our chew. Glad to talk to you, man. Alright. Well. Oh. There's still more. Let's just finish it all off. Oh. That was probably a breakable wall. No, I was incorrect. Alright. I literally didn't even see that pit. I just ended up landing on it. Got lucky there. This is a fun little stage. Basically free money. The fact that, like, I guess it's lack of control is the weakness of those, but it's just so strong. So strong. Alright, well, next time we start up the Tower of Fate. And this is not the finale, because as you can see, there's that red area. This is how we get to the last Joustus tournament. And I am definitely being that Joustus tournament. But until then, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Alright. Hey everyone, welcome back to Keen Knight. We have made it to the Tower of Fate. First goal, find where that secret exit is. I see. Very different. Okay, more gold than I could ever use. That should be expected. Oh, hi. I kind of like how they did this, but at the same time I'm also kind of annoyed. Oh. There we are. Let's get the spin boots, because these are absolutely insane. There's something about happened here. The Enchantress. Okay, what? Count. A triple arrow that disappears after 3 turns of play. Well, that beats the Black Knight. Which I think is also a fair little lore piece that beats the Black Knight. Well, found the greatest treasure in this land. Perhaps. There's a brick wall over here, correct? Yep. Alright, we're gonna switch it to sword. Get my metal. Gonna switch the bubble to get myself safe if I do something stupid. There we go. And with that, we have found our way to the most important thing, the last house of Joustus. Tower of Joustus. All the money I could possibly spend. Chester, how goes it? Are there level 4 cards for me to buy? Whoa, it looks a bit too dangerous in there for Chester, but royals could go everywhere you please, eh? But still, open for business. Level 4. That's what I thought. Oh, there's a percentage of them owned. I gotta check that out sometime. Liquid Samurai Swordsman. We're gonna buy a few of these. Simulacra. So these are the level 3 pushes. Axel Gonal. Flary. We'll stop there for gold purposes. But like... look at that. Yeah, there's an upright. So we can replace this guy here. We need more down and lefts. We have too many ups. Alright, still have too many ups. There we go. Much more balanced. And also much more powerful. Well. I'm gonna stop there for now. Look at this wisp chest that Specty missed. He wasn't being very meticulous, was he? If you beat me at justice, I'll let you see the wisp up close. Ooh, who knows what'll happen? I hope no one gets hurt. Alright. 3 fights. Very different fights as well. Start us off strong. Can't push that away. Oh yeah, look at those triple pushes. Yeah, Percy's probably one of my weaker cards at this point. I think I push this now, specifically so that I can push it again next turn. Or maybe even not, because the triple pushes just mess with my game plan so severely. Alright, here we go. I don't like that because then they just push one, they take one of... There's 4 gems on this board. I'll try it, but this could backfire heavily. Like so. Alright. So this thing can still get pushed down, and that's the horrible effect of this all. I think I'm about to have to use a cheat to break this, because they just use that down there. And now they have both of those. Until I get a double down. But when I get a double down, I get a lock. Alright. Let's see. I have a charm. I could charm them. I think it's actually better if I just drop Percy now. Get them that, and then I push it away. Oh, they just disintegrate entirely. And then this thing's gonna start running amok. Just an absolute muck. And I could push... That is interesting. So they have to be played as a final. Alright, so they have all of them right now. But all I have to do... Push that up. This is taken. Oh, that's actually perfect. Lock those out. Very least that ties it pretty effectively. Alright, this gives me the win, but I can't do it this turn. I have to wait for the turn to do it. Alright. As long as there's playable cards, I have to play it. I think we start closing it out then. We play this here, so that locks... Basically, there's a grid locking me in, so they can't touch the 2 gems I have locked. Alright. So if I push that away... If I don't push away, okay. These are the 3 squares left to really mess with. Alright, so I do that. Alright, I think I got this. So now they play a card here. Yep. And this is how I win. I push there. They cannot touch that. They have 1 play, and it loses them. And there's no way for me to switch that pupper, but I don't need to. Alright. Joust this. Being a difficult game. Alright. Missy or Dark Acolyte? Wish I could look at my deck a bit more. Alright, I don't actually want more triple pushes, because in long games, they have a flop. Alright, a deal's a deal. I'll open the Wisp chest. Have a closer look. Get out of me! What a blue blazes was that theme? Weird. Specty said it sustained him. I wonder what it did to you. Yes, huh? Am I right? You okay? Did you want to play again? There's still plenty more wisps. Oh, God. Well. As I informed Spectre Knight, the card painting is going at full speed. We simply cannot keep up with demand. Whew. Alright, well. Okay, cool. Hey, you look kind of suspicious. Do you belong here? Who's your commanding officer? I am my own commanding officer, sir. Alright. Security here. My beloved, my betrothed, my heart breaks for her red school lies misplaced. Look, people misplace things all the time. It's not my fault. Can we play Justice or what? My heart grows cold, but shall we play cards past the time? To see her once more. If only. Justice it is, then. Alright. That's not a very strong card, but I think that's what makes it potent. The fact that it's unexpected. Unassuming. Alright. I'm gonna play here. I don't want to push too far up. I also don't want to push too far down. So. I see. I can lock down this gem pretty effectively with some work. Yep, alright, so they push that away. So I can just respond by pushing that up. And once that theme runs out of resources, I can gain full Stranglehold. Alright. His wife has such a beautiful card. Alright. We're losing Stranglehold fast. I think I played this literally just to make it so he has to push it away. It will run out of resources, I recognize that, but... Maybe I just play this This thing has a gear, so we'll keep walking downward. Yeah, I like this. I see. That's a pretty cool move. Push that away. Then that will push me down. I think we just Baz. They can push and lock, but then I just push up, and I'm good. Okay. Good. Just wanted to confirm. Because, yeah, they're pushing that left. That is expected. But then I just do this. Alright. So this, the only way they have... Okay, so I could push them away entirely with that. They then play a skeleton there. I push down. Okay, so let's see. I push entirely there. I then push down with a Duchess. Yeah, the actual shoving is actually being a flaw right now. I could do this. No, they just push it right. Yeah. Not the best play, but should win me the game nonetheless. Eventually. Alright. I think I play here. And they either push mine right, or they have to push theirs left, which continues the game and allows me to win. Yep. So either they give me the win, or they give me the win. They gave me the win. I think they gave me the full sweep win. So I do that. They have no plays anywhere near. Oh, they just have no win plays, period. Alright. Slight mistake. Nonetheless. Oh, these can be played on death squares as well. Oh, dear Red. Hope for the best with your wife. I know in my playthrough I found her. Ah, that's just to get back. Got it. Oof. Alright. 2 more Joustus fights, right? Yep. So it's the Samurai, and who's the final one? Oh, Horus. Of course Horus is the master of the game. Horus loves pointless diversions. No wonder he's the champion here. Right, Horus. Oh, I'm good to have him be the final one. What's up? Formless and infinite are we. Here, her Legion Guards, Liquid Samurai. Intruder, by our Queen's order, we sell our scores and joustus here. Without a table nearby, our battle cannot commence. Alright, so I found the table. Alright, Horus will come there eventually. Alright, so Horus just floats down. That's actually fantastic. What's up there? Aha! The Shovel Knight! Oh my gosh. And the Shield Knight. Hey! So many good cards. Actually, you know what? I should replace the Baz with Shovel Knight. Perfectly balanced deck. I'm gonna also replace you with Mittens. There we go. 3 conveyors. Blob count ups. There we go. Hopefully that's good. We'll find out in a little bit. Still your turn. We guard the tower's entrance with full attention. Oh, that's funny. So because we went through the lower entrance or whatever. Alright. So I have to trigger him over here, which is a little annoying since he starts out way over on that side. So let him walk his way over. There we go. For almost an infinite. Today we taste victory at the House of Justice. You challenge us for our queen. Alright. Push that away. Lines myself up. Alright, if they push that up, I get to push it left. Or I could do that. Push it away. If I do this, they just have to play on an empty square. Alternatively, I do this. I could push an enemy down later. Alright. Oof. So the reason I like this is because he slowly will drive his way into the space. So yeah. So now I have my character to drive into that spot. These are not the cards I want this early on. So I will use this, and he will slowly rotate himself into position. There we are. Alright. We'll turn him to our side. We'll see how this fares. Yeah, he should be pushing that down. Which will make pushing that away easy. Alright. Yep, we just keep it moving like so. And let's just start closing out this game now. Alright. If I do this... What do they even do? They push up, and then we... Ooh. I am a monster. I am a monster. So their only play really is to push up. And like that looks locked in place. But now it's not. There we are. We get full sweep. Full sweep, boys. There we are. Awesome. Sell the score quite effectively. I'll try to just get a more... Try to get all the cards, basically. Nothing there I really want. Alright, well, with that, we have one last person. As far as I care, this is the Great Joustus Judge. My gosh, how did you cause me issues back in the first Inspector Night? You've defeated your rivals, I see. No small feat. You've persisted longer than most up here. Now we may finally have a proper match. Are you prepared? It's time for you to accept your fate. Let us go, horse. A proper board state. Chrono Shock. Oh, he just stole a turn away. Oh, he has a time frame. Oh, it drills. Got it, got it. So if I do that... Alright. Well, I have to worry about the time frame then. Pushes me up. I need that to run out. Oh no, that was smart on their part. But not smart enough. Alright, we have 2. We kind of need to end this, though. Okay, we have 1. Does this work? No, it doesn't. That was the worst case scenario. And that's game. Alright. I'm probably going to have to... If he takes a good card here, which he is. Alright. Let's see what I can replace that with. Let's see. Up and right. Why is right and up so uncommon? You know what? That's so terrifying. Like that I have a time frame, so I have to start thinking now, and then when I see his card, I just have to hope I'm already in the right spot. I'm doing that just so I can push him up later. Thank you. I'm gonna do this. Oh, he's using my card now, you jerk. Alright. Horus being the absolute monster. But I counter. Alright, I just need to end this, basically. As far as I can tell. As fast as possible. Even if that hits, that's okay. I lose 1 gem, but I didn't full sweep, but I got all I needed. I could grab Horus's card. And I'll grab back my Keen later. Despite all of my posturing, I've suffered defeats. How embarrassing. Dang. Perhaps I'll journey along with you for a time. Some sunlight might do these old dry griefs some good. Well, Horus, I'm happy to hear it. Let us move on. With everything completed. Horus is just... I guess that makes sense. Whew. So I got all of those. Let's really quick reclaim Triple Key. Because I have a dignity to keep. Horus is in the back there, playing games with Mona. Oh, it's... I just realized that's all the leaders. All that's missing is Black Knight. By the tears of the planet, you've done it! You've defeated every Joustus champion! King Knight, champion of Joustus, through and through. Come with me. I have a new title to bestow. What? If you're going to grant me an honor, then kneel before your king and deliver my new title, here and now. King Knight, please. The unveiling cannot wait. Are you ready yet? Yes, reward me for my valor, with a fitting title for a king. But first of many, I'm certain. Let us be off. From the depths of your heart, pray. Pray for love, pray for this planet, and pray for ours as well. Maybe I... Have I transcended to some foul demonic plane? Unveil yourself indeed, conjurer. Cardia, I'm still your friend. You're safe. This is my form in my own world. Chosen one. Our scholars foretold of you. A justice player who saves our planet, and all who dwell on it from certain doom, with one fateful match. Well, I hope you don't mind if I cheat. Alright. I'm actually gonna put this here. It looks weird, but kind of... No. If I put this here, he pushes it down, but that will pushes it down or right. If he pushes it down, I get to shove it right and not worry. It's perfectly fine. Now I get to play this simple card. Oh, they transmute. I get it. I'm gonna start filling up squares, I think. I'm actually gonna push that out of the way first. Oh. And it has Bothar Chrono Shock. It has both. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like that. I'm going. Oh. Gear smash. All right, that's fine. So he has all the she has all the boss powers. Got it. I'm gonna lock this in place. No. I'm just gonna put a spot. I actually don't want to interact right now. There we go. Looks great until you realize I can do this. Alright, does it have any pushing? Nope. There we go, and that should win me the game. With a gem sweep, even. Not only did I win, I get a sweep. Alright, get a Floundinator. Get a Liquid Samurai Reaver. I'm gonna grab Sumo Goldomator just to try to clean out my collection. I hereby title you Hero of the Ancients. Come with me to my planet. You will save us in glory as our hero. Ha! What will I do in glory, my two-faced friend, is rule with an iron fist. Unless your entire planet is prepared for that. No deal. What? How could you? A planet's worth of people? You leave them all to their fate? Simply reject your calling as hero of the ancients? Unless you're ready to become my servants, then I'm not interested. Return me to my kingdom at once. At the very least, let me finish cleaning up my kingdom. It's like, I'm training out one kingdom to have to do the work again. Bro, like, I have no obligation to you. You transport me to your world, I better be living the good life. Got it? Got it? That's what he's saying, and I respect the person's recognition of who he is. He may not be Mr. Superhero, but Mr. Superhero gets screwed over a lot. So Key Knight knows what he's doing. I am proud of him for making this decision. Honestly. At least let me finish fixing my world, then I'll come back in. Impossible! After light years of searching, you would let my planet perish. I'll annihilate you from existence. Oh, I have no vigor. Am I not supposed to be able to interact? Because they're too high for me to act with. And they took away my vigor. I don't think I can interact with those. Alright, so when it comes down, I guess I have to interact. Alright. Ah. Alright, come on. Alright. Oh. Ooh. Hey. Are you kidding me? Having no vigor hurts a lot. Alright, get a sense of what each of them do. That never went low enough for me to actually interact with. Oh my gosh. Make a slight mistake, you get punished heavily. Oh. Which, I mean, for a final boss, that's fine. It's just kind of not what I expected to be facing at this moment. I'm glad that this boss exists. I'm glad it's as hard as it is. Just... Ah. No crying left. No tears, shampoo. Oh, duh. Thank you for the kisses. Alright, where's the flame sword? Alright. Come on, bring it low enough for me to actually interact with. Ooh. Okay, I wonder, can I actually use my... just becoming a bullet hell because they can't... And that's like actually what a boss would do, just like start spamming spells because I can't avoid them. Ugh. Such a weird extra final boss I gotta face. I appreciate it. I 100% appreciate it. I stand by that King Knight is not the villain here. He's not the hero, but he's not the villain. He had no obligation to be the hero. No prophecy could foretell this tragic development. I suppose I must venture to other realms to find our hero. I'd intended to give you this as a welcome gift, but I suppose it's no longer required. Guard Crystal gives the location of missing cards. When editing your deck, check this undiscovered card filter to learn a card's location. Owner, Chester, location level 1. Watch every single one of these be owned by Chester. Ooh, Hedge Pupil. Okay, I see. So I can face people. Alright, there's... Cool. Owner is a chest in the homestead. Ooh. Mother has a card? Mother's such a good person. Chester has just about all of them. Mona has another one. She's in the Cavern of Joustus. Okay. Dolly, Void Crater. Okay. I'll keep in mind that Dolly's a character. There's more in the Crag of Joustus that I need to deal with. Got it. More with Cardia. Okay. Well. Now, you'll be able to find the location of any Joustus card you desire. Farewell, King of Cards. Well, the finale for Joustus, that was. Oh, I'm back, and well enough. I've had my fill of petitioners for the day. One planet is enough to rule. The nerve. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well. Chester, I think you're gonna have the rest of my money. But first, there's stuff in the homestead with Mother. Mother, you have cards. Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll worry about it another day, Mother. We are done! Alright. And with that, we now have to go the correct route, which means all that we have is the actual tower. Huh. You know, I might go back to get the cards, but I think that's just going to be something I do for fun on my own time. We have the tower to do next time. Wow. Well, next time is definitely the finale then. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.